and I haven't moved.
And we're starting.
I should be able to save
I
after
don't
this
believe
room. Should be the last time back here.
Yes. We are starting. There we go. Find that.
Oh, you guys, Molly, you're starting up. I'm gonna go grab some ice cream real quick.
Hi, Lily. Yes, I'll take my meds.
Oh shit, I think my food's here. That took longer than I should have.
God, you got foods. That's terrible.
There we go. All right, there we go. Yep, we are starting.
I still don't believe you.
Then
Oh,
how
Why?
did Lily talk to me?
Because Lily is a voice in your head and you're crazy.
Oh damn.
Uh,
Schizophrenic.
I don't think so.
I mean, the whole thing is we're all just voices in your head. You are like super crazy.
Don't trust them. I'm real.
Now that is exactly what a voice in your head would say.
He's trying to deceive you.
I know he is, isn't he?
I don't know. Is he even real?
He's
I mean,
trying.
that sounds like being a little bit deceitful right there.
Am I though? Am I? Or maybe I'm the only voice in your. Oh shit.
No, there's more of you.
There's more.
There's more of you.
Well, I mean, I keep making this point. I mean, you're just making it worse. You know, when the guys with a nice white jacket that fastens up the back arrive. Because they're going to come to take you away. Ha ha, hee hee, ho ho. Off to the funny farm.
They're my favorite. I had 3.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, you need your one for everyday wear. You need the other one for the nighttime lounging.
Oh, I already know I
you
have
need one for rooftop brooding.
I have 3 personalities. I have mother, daughter, and wife.
And then you also have a 4th one, which is an amalgamation of all 4, and it's the one that you use all the time.
Yes.
Because your societal roles do not, in fact, a personality make.
Oh, well,
I mean,
when I...
you say that.
But the electrical induced hallucination in your mind, yeah.
No. See, you haven't met the 85-year-old man at my job, Bob, who has been working the same job for about 60 years. He does my job. I'm pretty sure that is his personality at this point.
And you sure you're not just like breaking through to another layer of the Matrix and finding that that's actually you?
Oh, here we go with the Matrix.
I mean, I suppose it could be in like a couple hundred years.
Couple hundred?
Shots fired at old Bob.
Wow. Poor Bob.
What did Bob do to deserve this?
My man-
exists apparently.
Oh, no, my man is 85 and he's working 12 to 14-hour days for zero reason. He's
Damn.
brought this on himself.
You know what? That's fair enough.
You know, maybe he wants to do that because he doesn't feel like he can live just a basic life. Some
Your
people
job-
don't. Some people
your-
don't like to be housewives.
That would be a really weird title for him because
Or house husband.
I just think he's not married.
Okay, well,
So
I'm
what you're
I'm
saying is
done.
Bob can't be a housewife. Instead, he has to be crazy cat lady.
Probably. Well, I mean, your job shouldn't be your life. Whatever. Either way. Because then you are letting capitalism win. And we can't do that.
And we began.
What?
Hey,
This is-
chat. Hey, Rain. Hey, Rain.
It's just transitioning into character.
Yes, it is. It is definitely transitioning right into character. What happened to Ignis?
He died.
No, he did not. Where did he go?
I mean, as far as Discord is concerned, he died.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, does anybody remember what happened last week?
A shit show.
Stuff.
All right. Magic can talk first like usual. Go.
So last week we finished our. Could it even be called a proper fight with that thing?
Yes. Damage was dealt, therefore fight.
Yeah, but I mean group wise.
It was a fight.
You know, fair enough.
Not every fight has to be physical.
Yeah, fair enough. We all hauled ass. Cormac decided to wake up Opus and say, "Hey, you've got a threat inside you that you weren't aware of," which, you know, Opus dealt with very, very rapidly. Everyone else fled. Went back to doing their stuff momentarily. Let's see. Ignis decided to go and finish off aforementioned thing, picked up a communicator device, which he proceeded to bring to Shiv. Shiv went back to it. Oh yeah, along with the Thane's corpse, Shiv extracted the blood of the Thane for the medical purposes to bring to the Zectech building, and then we all met as a group, and I forget who it was that decided that Willis should know that there are his faction of Thanes looking for him to report the location of Blangiel.
Ignis.
Hang on. Raiden called Willis. Ignis was just like, hey, fuck everybody. Hey, things.
Right. Oh, and Cormac revealed too. Ignis said he knows Ignis is a dragon.
Probably out of spite for the other.
I mean, I only told Ignis. If it was out of spite, I'd just be like, putting up flyers.
True enough. True enough. All right, guys. Welcome in. My name is Karsa. Karsa KKWX. Karsa is my name. KKWX is my empire. We're here today with my friends. We are the NRT crew is basically we have Shiv, we have Cormac, and Riley right now. Ignis will be joining us shortly, and so will Kira. Right now, they are currently in my underground lair.
Mwahahaha.
I didn't do the evil laugh. Don't give me that. Because she's not evil.
Yeah.
Don't make her evil. Anyway. And last week we definitely were chatting about, or chatting with her husband about what is he going to do when Willis, or when Blinchill is found. Given the opportunity to find her. Now, to give you a little bit of an understanding of who Blinchill is the person who killed his first wife. And now, Ignis has given the ultimatum of saying, or basic, would it be the ultimatum? Would that be the word I use for? Well,
No, he offered him a deal.
He offered him a deal, yeah. That he knows exactly where he can find out exactly where Blinchill is, and we could just be done with this right now.
I guess deal isn't even the right term. He offered him an option.
An option, yeah. An option, not a deal. I was gonna say, how would it be a deal? Because he didn't even give him a reason, something in turn.
No, Ignis did get something in turn. He didn't have to listen to everybody complain about how Willis is going to flip out when he hears about stuff. He already took what he wanted.
That's true.
But no, it's definitely just more of an option than anything else.
Okay.
Because the ultimatum would imply he gave him two choices, and those are the only two choices.
Yeah, true. So, now we are at the point where he just went downstairs into the lair, going into the medical area, where the thing that you guys did manage to get out is at. I believe Ignis is the one who got the thing and brought it here.
Yeah, and Magica spent X amount of hours draining it of blood.
Alright, Magica, are you still upstairs or are you coming down?
I'm following.
Alright.
3D glasses and popcorn in hand.
Popcorn in hand.
Hey, I said I was gonna make that joke. I
Yeah.
did warn you.
Yeah.
I mean, the 3D glasses just making it harder to see.
What about you, Cormac? Are you down there?
I followed after him as soon as he walked down there, because I got shit I gotta say to him.
Alright. Put yourself on there.
What's at one point? Oh, right, because I wasn't there at the time, then I deleted myself, and I gotta put it back.
Yeah, we just need a dedicated corner for people who have left the scene.
No, I'm just gonna like myself outside, like right there. It'll be like, I'm not in the scene. I'm in the walls. How can I be in the scene if I'm in the walls?
How can you be in the walls if the sunlight ain't touching it?
Do you want an answer to that question? I have an answer.
No, because I assume I'm not gonna like it.
No, it has nothing to do with that. I have a legitimate answer.
Okay.
Javelin of God.
Yeah.
I didn't say there wasn't a hole above me.
Discord was bugging out for some reason.
Well, welcome back. We are right at that point where we're about to start talking to Willis. Willis, when you get down there, and I know you followed him, but he goes directly to the thing and starts looking him over and makes a scrape.
It makes a what?
A scrape.
He's taking a sample.
Oh, okay.
Taking a sample.
I'm just gonna be there.
You're just gonna be there?
You're also
it?
like, you're also like quadruple sized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to deal with that.
There you go.
you become Grey Goo.
He's fine now. Okay. So he's just looking over it. And then scraping, taking things, and then looking at you. Looking over every bit.
So this is what you're gonna do: run down here and abandon your wife.
No, I'm not.
Seems like you are.
Just to come down here to look at this thing?
Right.
I mean, you've already seen blood from it. Well, at least a thing.
And then what's your next step?
My next step is none of your concern.
I disagree.
Why?
Because if your whole plan is to figure out why, well, not why these things are here, but where the rest of these things are, they're like just kind of picks up the half disassembled communicator using this. Then what's to say more of them don't show up?
Can't say that they won't show up.
I mean, there's obviously some already here.
Obviously, they're here.
Do we really need to go through stating the obvious? I look at both of them.
Well, I'll tell
mean,
you. I'll tell you your answer to that, Ignis. Answer is no. If I have to choose between my wife and my hunt, the answer is no.
No to what? That's not a yes or no sentence.
No, I don't want
Choosing.
his help.
Very well. So long as I know where your allegiances lie, that's good enough for me.
I mean, you still don't.
You have been a thorn in my side, Cormac, for long enough. Get it over with.
Get what over with?
What the hell do you have a problem with me for?
Oh, where do I start? I guess we start all the way back at the beginning. Well, your
She's
beginning,
my
I guess.
wife. I care about her. I'm not going to leave her.
Right. And when you find out where Blangeal is, what are you going to do then?
That's my business.
Is it?
Yes.
Because it kind of sounds like you're just going to run off and leave Liz here.
No, I'll take her with.
That seems like an even worse idea.
Well, I'm not going to leave her here if they're coming this way.
If they're coming this way,
Ah.
she's dead. If she goes with you to hunt Blanchfield,
Shiv,
she is also most likely dead.
Shiv, please. Bring the emotion down a little bit. From what I've heard from Liz is she doesn't want to have anything to do with the Thanes or Blangeal. Seems you're making a bunch of decisions about her life for her with zero input from her.
I'll give her a choice. But she won't be staying here.
Will she not? Kinda seems like she wants to help the people in the city. Are you gonna force her to leave?
I'm going to make sure my wife is protected. And I will take her where I believe she can go.
Regardless of what her thoughts are, her choices.
She does not have to stay here and become one of the Thane's victims.
She doesn't, but what if she wants to stay, wants to help? What are you gonna do then?
I can't stop her, per se. But I don't want her here. We are leaving.
Ah, see, there you go with the we again, assuming that she's gonna go along with whatever you say.
Of course she will. She's my wife.
That doesn't mean anything.
Why are you getting in the business of my wife and I?
Because you've been treating her closer to what the T'Pol does than what a loving husband would. Somebody who wants to control her actions, tell her what to do, tell her where to be and when to be. Treating her as a trophy, or an object. Something won, something held, something obtained, instead of a person. And you only backpedal when pushed on it.
You should not pretend to know how I should presume to treat my wife.
See, but again, you're treating a person like an object, and that is where I come in. That is where I start having a fucking problem. Because the people that the people that treat other people like objects, they tend to run this city.
I am going to protect my wife no matter how it is done. And it's not your business to deal with. She is going with me, or she's going to go to her other place. But at least I will know that she is protected.
By your choice or hers?
Does not answer.
See?
This guy, is this the guy that would destroy the world to hunt something down, and he's trying to irritate him? Yes, it is. It is.
Not trying to irritate him.
What are you trying to do?
I'm pointing out how hypocritical this man is. See, here's the thing. I respect Liz, and I would consider us friends. And I back up and fight for my friends. So if you try to take her somewhere else that she doesn't want to go, that is when I will step in.
Would you do the same for your wife? Would you tell somebody to get the fuck out of their way? Or to fuck out of your way because it is your wife?
I have done that. And here's the thing. If she said I wanted to stay, I would respect her decision. And then I'd stay with her. You don't care about her choices. You only care about your own.
I care about her more than you know. And the answer to Ignis was no. I could do it on my own.
I don't care about what he's offered you. Don't care. Different conversation. That's between you and him. See, I don't trust that you have anybody's best interest in mind. Ever. Except maybe your own. And even then, iffy. Because I heard, well, I should say I know, I did hear the story about what this Langeal lady did to you.
Killed my wife.
Slow your research and let her die. There's a difference. Not a very big one. So I'll give you the right. I'll say, I understand why you're angry. I understand why you wanted to hunt her down. But what I take very big issue with is how you did it. You created an army to go after her. Fine. And then when that experiment got out of hand, you ran to a fucking hole and let the universe deal with it. You've been hiding. You haven't been doing shit. The only reason you've decided to motivate your ass is because they found you. You've put so much more effort in running from your own creations than hunting down Langeal that you've forgotten basically how to be a person. And my issue with you is all you do, everything you've done, everything you've said, you remind me of the T'Pol and her fucking people. And this is your one and only warning. You're towing the line to becoming like them. Don't cross it. Otherwise we will be enemies.
What do you expect me to do?
I expect you to do? I have no expectations for you. Actually, my expectations are so low, I have negative expectations for you.
Because if they're here anyway, they're gonna find me. They're gonna find my wife. And there's only one way out of this.
What is that?
I go to them, get the information, and go after her.
I hit the corpse. I disagree on it being the only option.
You think we can actually fight
Think?
these, and especially the ones I cannot control, which are the Emperor's things.
Yeah. Maybe you should be helping people to fight them instead of running around. See, I've also heard that you've been alive for a very long time and your wife died a long time ago. And I know this is going to piss you off, but you've had your chance to avenge her. You took way too long and spent more time hiding than actually doing anything about it.
I made a mistake on that. But you are messing with my family. I have been tolerant of you and them being part of this, whatever Liz has chose to do. But at this point in time, if you get in my way, you are messing with my family. And you know how well that goes because your wife was messed with.
Yeah. And I went and put that fucker in the ground myself.
Well, I don't want to put you in the ground. I want you to stay out.
I don't think you could. All you've proven you know how to do is try to get other things to do it for you and then run away when it doesn't work.
You
Here's
think
the
I
thing.
ran away?
I don't see any evidence to the contrary.
My wife asked me to stop hunting.
No. This was before you met Liz.
Oh, well, that in case, yes.
That was a much longer time span. And again, I think you're a fucking terrible person. I wouldn't even be talking to you had Raiden not even called you here. Liz, I respect. You, I'm having a problem even coming up with a better word than disrespect.
And yet you are disrespecting me and my space.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
My house.
No, Liz's house.
My house.
Liz's.
So is your tea shop also your wife's, or is it both, or is it just yours?
That's our, and that's the difference between you and me. You keep saying my, I say our.
Get out.
Make me.
Get out.
Make me.
This is my home. Get out.
Why should I?
You really want to fight here?
No, I don't. I want you to start coming to the understanding that not everything revolves fucking around you and you don't get to make everybody's decisions for them. You are a manipulative, controlling bastard. And everything that has happened to you has probably been because of that. And you keep pushing the way you do, you're gonna lose a second wife. Not to because she died, not because somebody got in the way and killed her, but because you pushed her away. She is upstairs bawling her fucking eyes out because the first thing you did when you heard was you came down here to play with this thing.
I'll console my wife on my own.
I'm not trying to tear you apart. I'm hoping to save your marriage. But you are such an arrogant, thick-headed dipshit that you can't see beyond your own sphere of influence, which is actually very small.
He looks over at his wife.
She's not down here, she's still upstairs.
She is here now.
Oh, she followed us down?
Yeah. You not see?
No,
Right
I'm
there.
not paying. I'm not paying attention. I'm pacing around my room.
Okay.
Great thing about having a wireless headset.
Wait, so you're character acting at the moment?
Yes,
Congrats.
I
I
usually
honestly don't know how to stop the things from doing anything more.
Were
It
they
was
not programmed? Were they not programmed as a
damage.
biological weakness?
They have
I mean-
some. Well, I don't know. I'm working on it.
I
They've changed.
pick up her hand and I do like a very lesser version of Sunstrike. This seems to work pretty well. As I have advantage on damage when I use this spell on the, or when I use this not spell, gift on the too many games. This seems to burn through them pretty well.
The way I see it, step one is get them out of our own home.
Also,
So
I
they
point.
can die, root them out of Opus. After that, Scorpio.
I also point to the hole. I think his hand goes through him pretty well too.
They've changed. I don't know what's happened to them. I am going to find out.
You do that. In the meantime, I'll bring you back more specimens.
Thank you. At least somebody here is civil.
I didn't get angry. I didn't yell. I didn't hit you. I didn't even touch you. As far as I know, you haven't been in a room with Shiv. This is actually the first time you've been in a room with Shiv where you didn't grab him or throw him up against the wall. I would say you're the least civil here.
I cannot do this with a straight face. I can't. Oh my god, I cannot do this with a straight face. 'Cause I know exactly what my husband would do, and it's so hard. Oh. You were given 6 months, correct? We're now at 5.
Oh, what? No, not even close. We've really been like 3 days since I've talked to
It's
the.
been
Oh.
yeah, it's been
Yeah.
Okay.
week.
Okay. So we have 6 months.
No, I have 6 months.
We have 6 months.
Why are you tying yourself to me now?
Well,
I'm not
I
really
understand.
tying myself to you, but obviously Liz has.
She could come with me if she wants, or she could stay here.
I would like to specify, as the person who has most recently spoken to the T'Pol / Opus, the 6-month arrangement is only for Cormac. The rest of you have as much time as you want, so long as you don't fuck with her food resource.
Good. But how do you think that it's going to be when all of whoever you're taking with leaves?
Okay, fucking Cormac's problem. No offense, of course.
I mean, I already talked to Opus about that. It knows I'm taking more people with me. I made that very clear.
Does it know that Raiden's taken people too?
That's his problem.
And
And we are
I
going
wasn't
to-
aware that Raiden was even the city with people.
What do you think we've been doing down there?
I don't know. I haven't been down there, and I didn't ask. Not my problem.
You were down there. You saw what was
No,
going.
I never went down there.
Never? I thought you did.
I didn't know. I am the only person who has not gone underground.
My point being is that whatever ship endeavor you're pursuing underground with Mitchell Graves is unrelated to Cormac's situation. There's 2 separate instances of, well, just events.
Yep. You could've just
Cormac
left it-
was forthcoming.
I was gonna say you could have just left it at instances.
Yeah, instance is fine.
Whatever you're doing is wholly going against what Opus wants, no matter what. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been keeping it going to such painstaking efforts to keep it secret.
I'm just
And you
pointing
know
at
that.
Ignis at this point. Like he's got a point.
And how long do we have for the things to be here?
I don't fucking know. I was actually planning on talking to SOB later today to figure out what he knows about the Wall of Thanes.
All right,
Because right now, he's the person on Opus who knows the most about that topic, considering he came from that front.
I pitched the communication device over to Shiv. Well, what was the last communication?
I started messing with the thing because we haven't actually repaired it yet.
Well, it's never destroyed.
Raiden
Actually,
took it
I
apart,
think
and
that,
then
I
Raiden
thought
just-
that I thought that was
I
Raiden.
didn't know that.
Raiden was
okay.
working with that. Well,
Yeah, I mean-
Raiden and I can work on that.
I mean, I hand it to Raiden. He puts it back together. Well, look, it works.
And I guess I hack into it.
All right.
'Cause
You
I
know
don't
the
understand-
day. Okay, so actually, this will probably be a query.
I mean, I have no problem with that because I don't know how to use this damn thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, that's the point of the query.
Oh, do it. What is it? No. What can it tell me?
Don't do it.
Don't do it! It's a trap! It's the Necronomicon! It'll
All
summon
right.
the Deadite!
What's your question?
Well, what was the last communication sent on this thing?
Can he eat it?
Remember when the SPX started going out?
Oh dear.
Oh man.
Yes, because
You are such a muppet at times, you know that.
Well, yeah, it's not easy being green.
Damn.
Is this still happening in the room where Riley's outside of it?
Yes. Yes.
You can be there.
You can be there easily. You can hear it. You can hear him.
Right. Well, you
And
just
you can
gotta,
say you're such a muppet in front of him. And yes,
yes,
you can
just
show
gonna
up
hear
too.
that. You're just going to hear that statement. You know, or like anyone else would check if it has like, you know, a memory or something. You know, check
Yeah, but-
communication logs.
Yeah, but this is
Out of character, I'm saying you don't need to use your points
these-
to do that question.
True.
Kira shows up at
Like-
the worst time. Has no clue what's going on. Eating an ice cream.
You see a husk of a thing.
Yeah, Thane.
How'd that get here?
Everybody,
it was.
everybody. It came here of its own volition and volunteered its blood.
Well, what Kira sees is a cybernetic arm come across her shoulder pointing at Ignis. and the words, fireman carry.
If I had to take a guess, Ignis punched a hole through it. But yeah, it seems the last time this thing was activated was the day that SPX started hitting the streets.
And that was.
How long ago was that exactly? Like a couple weeks we've been chasing this thread?
2 years.
No, it's been a lot
There's-
longer than that.
There's a difference between when we started taking notice of it and when it was when it's actually been on the streets.
It's been over
10
6 months.
Okay, so about 6 months ago, which is definitely interesting. Do Thanes have their own specific communication language? Because once I'm able to get into the device, I can just put up its messages.
They have their own language.
And I'm assuming Willis must know it.
Stop
Oh,
assuming
really?
things.
Yeah, it's like
We
it's
literally
been made abundantly clear that
have-
Willis has lost most agency over the Thanes a very long time ago.
Fair enough.
Well, we also have two characters, one of which is here, that can do engineering tasks to build some sort of translator. I'm also pretty sure we should have the ability to decode their language.
Yeah.
It depends on how much of a sample size we can get.
Which
I
is
mean-
so far 1 plus fame.
Guys, it is not outside the realm of knowledge that he can just be like, I commit effort to miracle out the ability to understand this language
Also true.
for a scene.
Damn.
Yeah, fair enough.
Music intelligence.
I'll do that and just go through the entire log.
All right. So 6 months ago, there was a crash that happened outside of Opus. It was attacked by Opus itself, so this is like the black box in a way, where everyone was thrown out of the ship and was crashing down. They finally make it to the ground, and 4 others in his crew disappeared, and he has been trying to contact them for a long time. Another had gone with them, which was the Emperor thing, and what you hear from in that communication, the Emperor thing is looking for them and looking for the defenses to try to get in.
I impart this information.
This language is ancient Arabic.
And that's mortal knowledge, and I know that on principle.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, because we established that already.
And it has some of the similar sounds that come with Arabic, but there are a few sounds that just, only because you are able to understand it, would you be able to hear this. Okay? You do notice that there is definitely an argument between the Emperor's Thane and this one on the communication device, in which there is no love between the two. Because the Emperor's Thanes is kind of like the supervisor that nobody wants.
So the Emperor is basically a lemon in this case. Kind of there, nobody wants it, but people are serving it anyway.
Alright. There have been a lot of movies, a lot of stories where there's been somebody who is quality control kind of thing comes in, and you're supposed to follow them. A lot of games like the Sith, they say, well, I am commandeering and taking over this mission. That's the kind of person this is. So the Emperor's Thane is not well liked. He was tasked to come here and find out more about this area, while they had come here to find Willis. The director is the only word you hear. Director.
And then the last communication was the attempted one to try and find the rest of the crew to say, hey,
Because there was a crash. There was a crash.
Yeah.
So that is what you hear.
And again, I have imparted this information to the group as it has been revelated. But I English good.
Revelated. That's a new one before. I've had her before.
As it has been revealed!
Revealed, yes.
I think we're gonna have to start a new chat here to just keep track of Magico's made up words.
Oh, I think you'll have to put my made-up words in there too. So just made-up words altogether.
Honestly, what is language if not just a bunch of made-up words?
I was gonna say, are we just adding the dictionary now?
I think we are. Because I'll give it to Magica that I also have a problem with words sometimes. So.
Yeah, well, I've been using Revelated for years.
I mean,
Okay.
let's find out.
Why?
I have the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, we all have an infinite information device in front of us.
Yeah. All right. So, that's what you know. No communication after the crash. He was trying to make a communication when he was getting out.
But it didn't succeed at getting anybody.
Oh, Ignis stopped it.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
that's all she wrote.
That's it.
Okay. Revelated, I think, is accepted in common parlance, vernacular.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's actually like an accepted word as for like Merriam-Webster's dictionary.
I don't know.
It may also be accepted in terms of being related to revel rather than reveal.
No, because the thing I saw through Wikipedia said simple past tense and participle for revelation.
Revealing. So that is what you. That's what you hear. That's what you get.
Okay. And like I said,
It's parlance.
I relay this to the party.
So you know at least there are probably 6, maybe more Thanes on Opus or on Scorpio 3.
We had an express count.
Yeah, but we now know that there are expressly at least 6, potentially 6 other things from this group. We don't know what caused the ship to come down.
Opus caused it to came down. 2 of those guys are dead. There are 4 left.
Fair enough.
So, question: where's the ship now?
That's actually a good question.
Can we like take the engine and like part of the ship and fix it?
I mean, I suppose we could, but I don't think it's a particularly good idea to go flying around the universe in a Thane ship.
Wait, you'd have to go find it first.
That too.
You hear a faintly modulated sigh and then an elf saying, and you're not going to assume that FN's already stripped it for everything.
That was my second point. You got beat me to it.
Oh. Did you? So let's go ask them if they found the ship.
Good luck. I think all their buildings got destroyed yesterday.
Oh yeah, we're after what we've done to FN. Yeah, we're just going to stroll up to HQ, knock on the door. Hey guys, we got a couple questions for you.
When I find it on the surface, is exactly what I'm going to do. And that question is going to be, how do you want to die today?
Yeah, you could do that. I doubt what she's got in mind is how that's going to go.
I mean, I'm getting the feeling that with what we just did to FN, we should probably be picking up the pace for getting people out of the city. Especially anybody who's aligned with us.
But if we had the ship, we can fly them out of the city.
Technically, what I did, while it did result in way more dust than I intended, I did just technically help Opus.
Yeah, I mean, strictly speaking, yeah, the outcome of that is net beneficial. The only people that actually lost through that were FN.
And anybody and any innocents they were potentially holding. Well, we don't know how many people they were experimenting on and making Jarls out of.
Yeah, that's not on your conscience. It's on mine, so you don't have to worry about that.
Fair enough.
That's why I had you all run. I didn't tell you what I was doing.
Yeah, well, it seems Opus took quite a bit of offense to what FN's doing.
No shit. Just needed a reason.
So
I mean,
What
unless I
if we find the ship and turn it into like a giant bus to get people out of the city?
it's not going to be
Okay.
usable at this point. It's been over 6 months since it crashed. I mean, if they didn't strip it, they're idiots.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I mean, that's even assuming that there's anything still at the crash site and it hasn't all been collected and moved. Which, if I was heading up that kind of stuff, yeah, I'd be doing.
They had 6 months. They couldn't move anything.
Wait, that's assuming Opus left enough of it intact that any of it matters.
Right.
Well, I mean, it would be. It probably would. It doesn't really matter. It probably is semi-intact considering they survived
Yeah,
the
and I thought
Oh, it sounded like
landing.
it sounded like they all like jettisoned out.
Yeah, they jettison out.
Yeah, Riley's just got to like motion to Cormac, like, yeah, probably. Yeah.
So what was probably reported as like a freak meteor storm creating a seismic event was probably
Nope.
actually the ship being taken down.
Nobody reported that. Go ahead, look through the news.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
no, that's too much work.
Not for these two. I point to Riley and Shiv. To the two of them, they could go through every news blog in what 30 seconds between the two of you.
Yeah, give or take.
Do I find anything? Or does it come up completely blank?
It comes up completely blank.
Well, she's got to look over and just be like, as he says, blank, nothing.
Yeah, I highly doubt Opus would be like, I activated. Some stuff happened out on the surface that nothing is supposed to happen on.
It was conveniently missed.
Also, if it happened on the other side of the planet, nobody would even see it.
True.
Let alone feel it. So yeah,
I,
fair enough.
I doubt Opus has the strike capacity to reach the other side of the planet.
I didn't think
No.
it could I didn't think it could reach outside the dome, but apparently it can. And with enough distance that they had enough time to jettison before hitting the ground.
Well, it does seem to have some psychic capacity.
Yeah, so I'm not ruling out anything at this point.
Yeah.
But does anybody else have anything relevant to say? Oh, yeah, how's that person doing? I point at the pod. That they're now like a little bit bigger, a little bit more chitin-y.
They're
Uh,
stable for
they're
now.
stable.
A little bit.
Literally, their time has been stopped.
A little bit bigger.
But it's, it's for now.
Fortnite.
Who is the person in there? Or like,
It's
or what
one
is
of the
that?
ballerinas.
Oh, right, okay.
The only one that wasn't
Oh,
affected
yeah.
by Kira's influence.
All right.
Kira
Right.
wanted her kept to survive, and the only way to do it was put her in stasis until they found a cure.
Which is what
All right.
which is why the blood is being brought to Zekbek.
But you can't do it yourself.
I wanted to mass produce it. May as well kill a bunch of birds with the same stone.
That was sarcasm. You really are bad at reading people.
At
Thank
this
you.
moment, a small holographic /S floats across the room, specifically in Shiv's vision.
I'm getting some mixed signals here.
While you guys are chatting up,
Well, I was going to say, does anybody else have anything to say? Specifically to me.
Yeah.
One no. Alright, I don't know where Ryden ran off to, so that's a no. Kid's light on his feet when he wants to be.
All right, fine. You get a little wave from Riley just saying, "Is your wife all right?"
Yeah, no, she's doing good. Oh yeah, how's your new little well,
He
how's your
moves
new
off.
girl? As you see
Um,
as you see Cormac run through like 9 different filters before he settles on something that's
That sounds
neutral
silly.
and not disrespectful.
Yeah,
reconnecting.
and Willis definitely is running off, heading
Oh yeah, I'm done
downward.
with you anyway.
Okay, good. So you guys now are there.
And look, runs right back into a hole.
That is where his shop is.
I just give Liz this look of this is not, and I'm just like, and then I look at Riley. At least you got it.
I got it. I got it.
I mean, all his. I mean, she's got a point. All his shit is down there.
Yeah, because he always runs into a hole. Just because he built it down there doesn't mean he didn't. He had to go there first to build it.
You know that stupid stuff that the Earthbenders do in Avatar. Riley does that and then poofs out a little /s again. That's it. It's canon now. She's a hologram bender.
And it just like he had to go into the hole first to build the lab. His first resort is to run into a hole.
Question about the hole. What's down the hole?
I
Just me, or is like I the only one who doesn't?
Stuff.
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, phew. At least I'm not left out.
Dwarves are down there.
Wait, you said dwarves?
Oh yeah, there's. Oh, what did you guys tell me about? Yeah, there's dwarves, which are the short people. There's elves. There's some crazy giant bugs and shit.
Wait, there's crazy giant bugs and nobody told me?
We
Uh,
did tell you.
this
I
is
told
literally the
you.
first time I've been able to tell you.
Wait a minute. If you told me, why did I forget until now? Wait, did you tell me before we did this?
I'm gonna
Theater?
turn him
Yes.
up.
Maybe that's why.
I don't know.
I don't think he
Yes.
can be heard.
Oh, it was before. Yeah, I got kind of busy and I forgot stuff.
But yeah, I just point. Yeah, just go down there. You'll find them eventually.
Do we have a map? A compass?
No, just wander around. You'll be all right.
A rope?
It is very radioactive down there, though.
Oh, you guys left that part out.
Sounds dangerous.
Did you?
What I read on the interwebs.
Oh, no. I just wasn't paying attention to you because I don't care about it.
I mean,
well, deal with giant bugs later.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea because you don't want your skin falling off.
Yes, and I want to have giant bugs come up here, but if they eat radiation, I have to find radiation for them to eat.
I mean, you say that, but these upper crust people, they pay a lot of money to have the top layers of their skins burn off. Apparently, it's some type of beauty treatment.
That doesn't
I
make
mean, when you live high enough that you've got like factor 5,000 every day.
Before anybody gives me shit, I can't remember what it's called, but that shit exists.
Mm-hmm.
Factor 5,000.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. If you live high enough that's viable.
we're talking about like the people who get their skin like laserly treated to keep it smooth, right?
No,
Yes,
they
I
use
know, and
they use
I'm
acid.
making.
There's another one where they use acid too. Like
Okay,
a very
that's a new one.
You'd
Or
think, but it's actually not.
Or they, yeah, that's what they were doing before the lasers. Then there's like pumice stones and all that and a bunch of other stuff. And I was like, I never understood it. I never needed it, or I never thought I needed it. I don't know. Who cares? Waste of money.
I mean, don't you run a massage place? Wouldn't you have a lot of that?
I don't deal with that shit.
No, fair enough.
I assume you just do massages and acupuncture and stuff with needles.
Yeah. Because I like getting under people's skin.
Do you really need
Shut
to
up.
add doing stuff with needles after mentioning acupuncture? Isn't that implied?
You'd be surprised.
Well, let's ask the expert. So, Cormac, can you acupuncture without needles?
You can. It just takes a lot longer, and it's really hard on my hands. I don't like doing it.
Like I
Wait.
said,
Fair enough. Basically supports my point.
So, question: if you don't use your needles, what are you using? Nails? Screws?
pressure points.
What he said.
Out of character, I know this because my mom used to see an acupuncturist.
Interesting.
I would just like, here, I could give you a quick demonstration. Just give me your hand.
And
He just finds a pressure point near the hand, and your hand goes numb, and then the blood returns, and it feels slightly better. Yeah, it's like that. It takes forever, and you have to keep doing it. It's a pain in the ass, and I don't like doing it.
sounds like a pain. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, it's
Felt weird.
yeah. I don't
So,
like. It's also less precise than the needles.
what's the plan?
Well, my plan is I got some work to put in over the next 3 to 4 months.
So I gotta figure out how to buy a building still and get some money to buy the said building.
I'd pick you up, turn you toward Ignis.
We've had this discussion already.
Ignis won't lend me money.
I didn't say have him lend you money. You said you needed to learn how to buy one.
True. Let's see.
Ignis is on the phone immediately with his secretary.
Yeah,
No,
I already walked you through that.
I need to find more money first. I have $100.
I mean,
100 credits.
I've been told you could take out a business loan. Is that a thing? I look over at Ignis.
Yeah. No one's going to
Kira
loan her
say
money,
she
though, if
tried
she
that?
doesn't have proof of income.
Yeah, and didn't she already say she tried that?
She's already canceled.
I don't know.
I don't remember what I have done.
You were
So
you
I'm off to make
Yeah.
money.
yeah,
I don't,
you failed to get that.
I don't
Man,
keep up with your guys' day-to-day lives.
I should have stolen some stuff from that building to sell.
You know, I just out of character, I love the fact that we all have like inconsequential purchases and that like covered, that we just osmosize money to cover that. And yet we still have Kira outright cannot find money, so offers to buy stuff with like, here's a zip I found.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Hey, here's some random stuff that I have in my pockets. Give me a sandwich.
Yeah, it's like literally she just has like passive income. But like I don't know, maybe there's like a room that somehow is in her name and it's just like piled up with cash.
I mean, theoretically, she should have been paid by the dance troupe.
Yeah,
She
but she hasn't
was.
been there for months. They're probably just like,
Yeah.
oh, she's dead.
Yeah,
We're just gonna take her money out of her account, use it for other things.
Yeah, and then I'm also pretty sure it was kind of substantiated as effectively slave labor.
Yeah.
Like they were not
Exactly.
legally employed.
Listen, she got paid $1 a day.
I mean,
A credit a day.
Yeah, and probably like any drug habit, essentially.
I mean, Kira, if you want, you can just squat in the building and just say it's yours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
you
been
just-
doing that.
Yeah, just don't leave the place for any extended period of time.
So
Make
what
sure
do
the
you
doors are
think would
locked.
be better to paint with? Spray paint or a can of paint?
Spray paint.
Depends what you want it to look like. Spray paint gives you a more matte finish. The actual can will give you a little bit more of a glossy finish and it'll look more quote unquote natural.
Well, the building is damaged, and I was just gonna paint over it to make it look better.
Oh, that's ooh. You're gonna want spray paint for that one.
Okay. Spray
As
paint it.
Cormac is like, I could go through the entire thing of why you shouldn't do that, but it won't get anywhere.
Kira's building on the building. Next time you're there, you just see it. Kira's
Paint
building.
the town rainbow bright. Oh, coin toss to determine the +1 to or mine is 2. To the next roll, don't forget the coin toss determine which way it goes.
So
All
if
right.
it's heads,
Heads
it's a
for good or
+2.
tails for bad?
Yeah, something like that.
1 for good, 2 for bad.
I think it's funny if we wait till the roll's actually made.
Okay.
So
Sure.
far,
And then we're
one roll is
throwing the die, end up
Yeah.
rolling the 1v2.
I'll definitely do that. Okay. And I will also do that self-care and all that kind of stuff too. Yep.
and all that jazz.
And all that jazz.
Oh, but before Cormac leaves, because I wanted to talk to Ryan today, but unfortunately he's not here. Sorry.
Everyone should.
But
Okay.
turn to Liz. If you need to talk, you know where to find me.
Yes, I do. My husband does want me to talk to him soon.
Don't let him control your life. It is still yours. You still have choices. I'm sure you
Well-
heard the last part. I'm not trying to drive you apart.
I
But
know
would
you're not.
But I would rather you be your own person and make your own choices than fall under the thumb of somebody else.
I don't want him to go after her.
Then you should tell
But
him that.
I did when a while back, but I guess I'm going to have to repeat that.
Yeah.
But if he does go after her, better be to save this place.
He has literally done nothing to me, this city, or even this planet. I understand his want of going out there to kill her for what she did to him. But I have no ill will toward this person. I don't care. She's literally done nothing to me, or anybody around me, or even anybody in my planetary vicinity. As far as I know.
She's done quite a bit, but that's neither here nor there, and she hasn't done it here because she doesn't know up here. At least that's what I hope.
There's plenty of people that have done a lot to a lot of things.
That actually does give me that actually does give me a little bit of a pause for thought.
What?
If the things know where Blangiel is, they could have been tracked by her.
I think if she wanted to do anything to them, they wouldn't have made it anywhere.
Based on context, I'll find it more likely that Bungiel's tracking Willis and Liz rather than 6 random things who are part of an interplanetary galactic empire.
Hey, well, he said he knew where she was. Can you pull it off that fucking device?
Is that part of the various rigmarole, or is it just not on this one?
Not on that one.
All right, well, that's about as far as my help's gonna go. Yeah, I don't care about her. I don't care about any of these Celestials and what they want.
You probably hear like a giggle from the fox on the
Yeah, I know
Oracle,
you
but-
can. I know you can hear me, and no, I don't care about your fucking new age. Find somebody else. Oh, you already did. And I look over at Shiv. Have fun with that one.
Yeah, the elf looks over and just goes, "My condolences."
As far as I know, she's talked to all of you at this point, right?
more or less.
I don't think she's talked to Ignis.
Ignis was there
I
with
was
Riley.
around when
No.
I was at
Then it was Kira she hasn't talked to yet.
Admittedly, she did not pointedly talk to me. I was just kind of there in the same room when she was talking to Riley, but I invited myself into the conversation a couple times.
That counts.
Okay. It's gonna. Everyone should actually take a moment and get yourself a drink and
No,
stretch.
it's too early for alcohol.
Too far
No,
away.
never-
Not
I
that
brought-
It's
kind
never
of
too early.
drink. Not that kind of drink.
I collect all my food and drinks before sessions to avoid having to go AFK for reasons like that.
Dun, dun, dun,
I mean, I've got
dun.
a bottle of Johnny Walker right next to
I
me.
always
so-
have a drink
So
nearby.
forget drinking it.
I just suffer for my art.
You don't need to be drinking right now. I would rather you stay sober, honestly.
Wait, hold
Don't
on.
tell me what to do.
But we've
In
never
every instance where you must interact with me anyway.
hold on. But we've never seen him drunk. Maybe this is the way we should go.
Yes, you have.
Ooh.
No,
Oh,
I've only heard. No, I've only heard you drunk. Da 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 da.
Got him.
I was literally about to say that.
If I win the lottery, I am
Yeah,
going over to
you've
your-
said it multiple times, but then we all know that you'll get nailed by state taxes. So you'll win $35 quintillion. You'll get hit with so many taxes, you'll have like $4.99 left.
That's about right.
Which is just enough for a bus ticket.
It only goes halfway there.
No, it's just
Alright.
one way. They just be like, I have miscalculated.
No, then I hitchhike to Chicago and get my cousin to get me some money to
Are
get
you
home.
are you gonna get the booty shorts out and the cardboard?
No,
Yeah.
because
But I mean, it's well, maybe you should. You never know. A lot of doors might open
Slam
into
on some
very sketchy vans.
Slam on some fishnet stockings. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yes, now that
And
we've
we're back to
thoroughly
fishnets.
destroyed everyone's ability to think of something other than Shiv,
Fishnets.
who is a psychopath with gear tattoos and a pair of fishnets hitchhiking along like I-95 or something.
It's
And
a-
the booty shorts. You forgot.
I
Don't
mean,
forget
I-
the booty shorts.
I mean, I
Yep.
actually could hitchhike along.
I'm going to let you guys talk about this while I go to the restroom because we are on an ad break. I'll be right back.
I don't know why, but I just default to I-95. I don't know, like, is that the interstate that's in like most movies or something?
Yeah, but it's not the one he'd want. He would need 94.
Yeah, not yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, no,
unfortunately.
was I-95 not the one that had like 8 different serial killers killing people along?
Oh no, that's 65.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
I was reminded of that because John Wayne Gacy was brought up to me recently, and I was thinking, like, where do I know that name from? And of course, I looked up, and yeah, Killer Clown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one with the kids. That's right.
Yeah. Then I was like, oh, that's where I know that name from. Okay. Not reading too much into that.
Yep.
Even got a Netflix series.
Yeah. So did and Dahmer got a movie. Moving on. Was it a movie or was it? Who cares?
Wait, who watches Netflix these days, other than people interested in Castlevania?
Oh damn! Never mind. I was gonna
You
say
were
B.
about
Then
to
you
say-
then you threw that last part. And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing a mini series for Fall of the House of Usher. I'm actually interested in that too.
Really?
Yeah.
And we're back.
In my opinion, you can't top the Vincent Price original.
Never saw it.
Really?
It does not have to be alcohol, silly people. You can drink beer, water, according to
No.
Lily.
I suffer for my art.
Gosh. All right.
Yeah,
So what you're
I could
saying
just
is the Billy
imagine. I could just imagine Cormac sitting there with his little cup of tears.
Tears. Tears.
cup of tears from the infidels.
Well,
Back to story. Liz will say to you, I still need to talk to him.
it's fine. It's your choice. I'm not trying to stop you. Like I just kind of move. I'm not even in her way, but I kind of like shuffle like a half step back. I just kind of like put my arm to the side, like after you.
You do the sweeping gesture in the direction he went.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
We still
well,
gotta-
you know where he went.
Yeah.
We still got to dispose of
All
this
right.
dang corpse.
That's on you, Shiv.
Yeah.
You're the one who needed the
You hear
blood.
a rather sizable metallic swing sound, followed by a thunk, and then there's a sizable blade attached to the elf's arm.
I mean, if you get fire up hot enough, it'll probably incinerate it.
Transformer sounds. There's now a jet attached to the end of the blade.
Oh, look, a shish kebab.
Yes, quite literally.
She moves on and thinking, I do think I remember how it can be done.
Incredible amounts of heat.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, and
There is-
Scorpio 3 does have volcanoes.
I mean, you also have a ship with a jet engine.
That too. So while I go talk to him,
And then, sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna go talk to him right now. And
Okay.
you all, well, if
Hey,
we have to, we put him back into the
Right.
skies.
Riley's going to walk into the room and be like, "Hey, go and toss these your spaceship keys."
Isn't the spaceship still also being repaired?
Shut up. That doesn't matter.
Decides to toss the key.
Oh, sweet. I got a spaceship. Bye, nerds. I'm
No,
out.
don't keep the ship. If you can fix it,
just
fine.
you just hear the awesome track from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie just start playing.
and I'll turn to her and point at her. I kept my promise. I didn't hit him.
That is true. Oh, but he was about to hit you.
Oh, that would have set off then I would have hit him a lot, and I wouldn't have stopped.
That's why I didn't. It's like that'll just not work out.
For somebody, sure. And then I'll turn back to ship. Can't you just age things into dust? Why is this so hard for you?
I attempt to do it to the Thane husk again. Does it work?
It's now considered an object.
It's an object.
So it does age to dust, which I then also have to dispose of.
I mean,
But that's
even
easy.
if it wasn't considered an object, it's still a biological entity that you can affect via your attack. Either way, you can age it.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, man.
I mean, either way, I still need a broom in the dustpan, which he just points at. Which, thankfully, I have.
I do do a tiny javelin to God, scatter the dust. Ah, good luck.
Grumbles
All
and
right.
summon the Roombas.
No, yeah, I was gonna say the Roomba's coming.
It's a 30-inch.
Poor Roomba.
You didn't do a javelin of God. You did like an elbow of God.
Pretty much.
You did a finger flip.
30-inch scatter. Poof.
And then the Roomba just comes in and looks kind of disappointed.
Yes, we get angry Roomba sounds.
Yeah, there's more than one.
I don't give a shit. This is your job. I walk away.
Well, because this has happened in like 15 seconds, Riley will shout after Liz, and then lob the keys back to her because I don't need a non-functioning spaceship.
She
I was
takes
only
it
going to
just as
borrow.
she
I
leaves.
was only going to borrow the engine for 5 minutes.
I mean, you can fix
tells me
it,
that
great. If not, well.
I mean, something tells me there's already like a furnace down here somewhere.
Like, but but it's not gonna be a blast furnace hot enough to burn through this thing.
Fair enough.
As I go to walk past Ignis, I'm gonna like take a half step back. Do any of you guys export things? Oh wait, no, I already know that answer. Never mind. You know anybody that does prefab structures?
No.
All
There's
right.
no market for that on Opus because Opus creates all the buildings herself.
Yep. All right. That's what I figured you were gonna say. Didn't hurt to ask.
So, I have a quick question.
And we know what Ryan's new market
Opus
can be.
makes a building, and you're planning on leaving. How you gonna take up the buildings with you?
The whole point of prefabricated buildings.
Oh,
Writing
mean-
should be able to help with that a little bit better than me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I look. He disappeared again.
Wait a minute.
It's a tough
why
fox to
can't-
track down when you need him, huh?
No, I just need to talk to him like inside the next 2 months.
Maybe you can make a building.
I could. It would take too long. It's the whole point of prefabricated modular buildings.
What if you make tunnels under the ground?
You're back to talking to Ryan. I mean,
Oh.
I could.
Hmm.
Actually, I could probably do it faster than doors at this point, but it's not the point.
Yes. Well, that's all my ideas for the day. I'm gonna go and do something.
I would say that sounds sinister or malevolent in some way, but it's you. I literally don't think you know what you're gonna do.
I've got a building to fix, so I can have a performance, make some money, so I can buy the building.
Oh, Cormac pinches the prisoner's nose. The building's already fixed.
No, I haven't been there in like a few days.
Trust me, it's fixed.
Hmm. I don't know. Those doors were pretty heavy. I don't know who put them back up. But anyhow,
I mean, if you don't believe me, you will when you get there.
yep. So can I borrow like $1 million credits from you?
No, because I don't have it.
Oh. Well, off to go find some then. Gonna head back to the theater.
I mean, you can rob a bank.
Wait a minute, that's an option?
Yep.
Robbing a bank. I don't want to rob a bank.
Question: do you have a way to get out of a jail cell if you get arrested?
Get out of a jail cell. No.
Don't get caught.
Yeah,
What?
I'd recommend either don't rob a bank then, or don't get caught.
I could rob. Nah, I can't rob Opus. Opus doesn't have anything.
You could rob the Central Tower, the Paul's place. It's the
Not
closest to Opus as you're gonna get.
Yeah. I can't say that'll end well for you, but it's an idea. I feel like though, if you're gonna do that, don't tell Liz you're gonna do it.
No.
Oh, really? You don't think she might I don't know, assist? do you really think she might have a negative reaction to hearing that Kira plans to rob a bank?
There's no love lost when it comes to the DePaul and her.
No, I mean
What?
robbing the Central Tower.
I mean, if you're really looking for a job, you could go do mercenary work for Riley. Probably not going to pay as much as you need it to get the building, but
I don't know. That sounds like I have to kill someone.
You're definitely getting a look from her that says, I don't know if I can deal with that.
I don't want to kill people for money. That seems wrong. Robbing a bank sounds better. Or I could burn down the Central Tower.
yes.
I'm pretty sure the Central Tower is fireproof.
No. Let her cook.
You know what? Go do that. Go see what happens when you try to set fire to it. We'll watch from a safe distance with popcorn.
No, Sheriff, you have to be there to pop the popcorn over the fire in person. Or you can't have any.
If I'm the one providing the popcorn.
She's gonna look over to Chev and be like, "Oh, thanks. You had to put us on the evil run, didn't you? Yeah, we were coasting through on the morally grey path, and you had to go and make it evil."
By breaking out the popcorn?
Yes, popcorn.
No, by suggesting that you actually go and do it.
You can suggest things all you want. Never mind. We're getting philosophical. I mean, there are.
I mean, come on, you better to notice that she's a little bit, shall we say, impulsive.
Kira,
And also,
outside of loans or stealing from very rich people or banks, you're not going to get the money you need in the time you need it.
true. And I only know one rich person. That one will rob them.
Actually, I have an idea for you. SOB has been taking a lot of time trying to get to us and talk to us. Set up a meeting and say you'll talk to him, but you want to be paid for your time.
SOB, you say?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Make sure that it's a decent amount of payment for the amount of time.
I mean, just
So,
just tell him you'll have the meeting and just have him buy the
1
building.
million credits a minute. I'll start there and work my way down.
Just have him buy you the building.
That's a good idea.
Why didn't I think of that?
I like that idea.
Shiv, do you have their number to call them and set up the meeting? Thanks, buddy.
I just pull up the public website for SOB.
You can come with me if you'd like. I'm planning on seeing SOB after this anyway.
So
Yeah, I
you
mean,
want to come with?
Riley cuts in between Shiv and Kira here, saying, "Wait a minute. The first question actually is, does Kira have a phone?" And then she
Well,
looks
of course
across
I
at the diminutive girl. Do you?
Yes,
that's a-
because she's constantly messaging. I missed 500 calls from her when I was downstairs, when I was underground.
Yes. She
Oh
pulls out a
shit!
flip phone. An old
Oh
flip
damn!
phone. You don't know how she got it. An old flip phone. See, I got this phone.
you got one of the largest anachronisms on Opus.
Fair
Someone
enough.
said it belongs in a museum.
Hey, you could sell it to a museum for money.
Indiana Jones.
And the temple of the flip phone. Oh no. True.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I expected pulls out a Motorola brick.
Nope, it's a flip phone. It's taped up. Seen better days.
Not even an ancient 3410.
You know. Some ants are crawling out of it.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, that kind of look. You might want to debug that.
No, they're the only ones keeping it working.
Riley, I like that one.
Once they moved in, it started working better. for some
That was physically painful.
Was it?
You know what I
Was it? Was it? Riley, roll a d8.
You know what I learned today? Or not today. You know what I learned yesterday? The word bug specifically only applies to insects.
Yeah, what were
I
you
mean,
applying it
that's
to?
Well, I
mean-
thought spiders are considered bugs.
No,
But they're not because they're
considered
arachnids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But insects, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, take 2 psychic damage.
All right. Nope. Wait, hold on.
It was from a pun. It's not a real roll.
Oh, okay, fine.
I said it was physically painful.
no, you take 1d8 psychic damage because all my attacks are considered magic, so I got a +2.
I mean,
there you go.
You still got we got the same number, man.
Exactly the same number.
1 in 64.
That's quality.
All right. Well, I guess
We look over and we see Shiv's head start to melt.
He's twitching.
The pain, the puns,
Yeah.
the pain.
Right, in that vein, Ignis will look around the room. Am I free to go then?
I mean,
Seems like we don't have a way for us on the thing issue at the very moment.
You're always free to go. You always have that choice.
All right, wonderful. All right.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more productiveness here.
I don't think there's
On that note, I'm gonna go do stuff.
Oh, you shouldn't call her that.
Oh.
Hashtag shots fired.
No, hashtag very bad joke.
In the process of walking up the stairs and along the corridor towards Cormac, she's gonna do the wee finger guns like, see what he did there.
Leave all on the inside internally. You are dying.
No, I think Riley finds that one funny.
Oh yeah. You can definitely tell that the chuckle is genuine.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, they told me I couldn't make a robot laugh.
Yeah, I was organic before.
That's fair. Oh yeah, is your brain still like mush? I mean, like meat?
Parts.
I'm not even gonna try to understand you. Like your physiology.
Yeah, it's quite complex. I mean, I don't understand all what was done.
Your relationship with your biology now it's complicated.
I mean,
Oh, it was complicated before.
Fair enough.
She points at the elven ears, and then at the one organic eye. I can see in the dark. That's a lot more complex than your fleshy eyeballs.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right. I can see in the dark now. Actually, I can see in anything now. It's a weird way to put that, but it's true.
All right.
Like
So,
like your sight is now.
She's going to actually make a point here of asking this question. So, is that a constant thing for you? Like when you go to sleep, are you able to not see through your eyelids, or is that always a thing?
I mean, if I could sleep, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, so you can't just choose.
I mean, I kind of go into a meditative state. I guess technically I still see, but I just kind of in the moment forget I can see, I guess, or just ignore it.
Okay, I think I follow what you're saying.
You ever been so drunk you couldn't see? It's kind of like that.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Ah.
But no, like I could close my eyes and see through my eyelids. I've done training in blindfolds.
Yeah, it probably becomes very apparent now that you've probably never actually seen Riley blink.
I mean, you're a toaster. Toasters don't blink.
Well, I mean, that's because toasters don't have eyes.
You know, that would be a lot weirder.
I mean, technically, you have cameras.
Yeah, that'd be a lot weirder on a normal person.
But none of us have been normal for quite a long time now.
Right about now, you hear an audio file being played, and it's the sound of toast popping out of the toaster. Hello, ching.
I mean, it's still fairly early in the morning, as I recall.
Shiv, you're not supposed to have food around computers.
That's why it's in there. Points to the. I don't know. Did we ever settle on what we're calling this little?
did you just
round
point to
robin
the
area?
thing?
No, I pointed to the. I pointed in the direction of the conference room, the round robin area, as I'm going to call it.
The cafeteria.
The war room.
That too.
Yeah, I think it
he also
was actually
and he
mentioned
also
that.
and he also points up. Also, it's up there too.
Yeah, but you have computers everywhere. That's the joke.
Shit.
Technically, you are a computer as well.
Yes.
I think you qualify more as a computer than he does.
Well,
They're
yeah,
both
but
up there. They can both do quite a bit of computing.
yeah, but then I just simply move stupidly fast. He actually disintegrates.
I mean, fuck, what do I do? Cormac has
I
a
think
weird
you might
existential
disintegrate
crisis.
as well.
Do you jump a lot?
Oh, that's not the same thing. I'm talking about when I do this, and he like uses haste into the light to like go 10 feet.
You become the light. You become faster than thought.
Do I?
I think he disintegrates. Which I'm going to stop that line of questioning right now.
We're getting
Does light move
existential.
faster than thought? Because like thoughts don't move; they're not a physical thing.
It's
know.
a joke.
Well, thought is also a hell of a lot slower than light, considering it's the electrical impulse through the brain. So it's only as fast as your nervous system is. or your synapses.
Fair enough, actually. That checks out.
Korvac is
Somebody
legitimately
needs to
having an existential crisis right now.
Congratulations, Riley. You broke it.
Kira,
Oh,
are you
no,
ready to
right.
talk to Sonova now, or do you have or do you want to go on your own time?
Well, I have nothing going on.
All right, let's go.
But there are those bugs in the basement. They can wait. Let's go.
You hear Korvac muttering as he's leaving, "Am I even a person, or am I just light waves bouncing off the universe?"
I feel like we've had this discussion before.
I think you
You're
are a
no longer close to him to hear him.
Riley would probably be the only one, as I think we were actually leaving at the same time.
Yeah.
All right.
Shivnisco
Yeah, I would just be like, as they're walking away. So, right, you know what? I'll get you a drink on the way out.
Can light even drink?
Well, let's go put that to the test.
I mean,
Let's go over
Riley
to
has
Cormac.
the.
How fucking high are you?
No, it's hi. How are you?
No, in that case, it's. Hey, how fucking are you?
Oh my god, the fucking Persona 5 name is a great one too.
As Korvac is now considering how much he has actually how much he's actually changed for the first time. And how long has this game been going?
10 months. Well, 9 if you count the relatively large break where we took like a month's worth of downtime in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's been
Korvac's
almost a year.
Korvac's gonna wander away. He has stuff to accomplish.
All right. So, with that in mind, who would like to go first?
I vote it's Ignis and Kira.
I accept. You head into the city, and you know, because you've actually met Ignis, you've actually met
Yeah, I just head back to his house.
Sonova. You just
Or
head back to his
rather.
house. And, of course, he is there. His butler will open the door. And you are welcomed in. He's just
Have Kira follow
relaxing
me.
for right now. Welcome in. Who's your friend?
Her name's Kira. She is one of the people that SOB, that Sonova has wished to speak to. She also
Yeah.
wants to talk to him for something as well.
You'll see him in the living room.
Wonderful.
And then after he lets you through, the doors are closed. And
Looking at the stream, you just moved your own POV, but you've not moved the player ribbon over to the new map.
Have I not? Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry.
It's no problem.
I did mean to do.
Guess a good price.
There we go.
Oh.
Now you can see it.
Let's see, where is? I'll just say Kira, I guess.
I was gonna put out the butler, but okay.
The butler's over here.
No, that's not the butler.
Sonova.
That's Sonova.
Always putting out the wait staff. So mean.
All right,
Goes in the house.
It looks like the butler, though. They look kind of similar.
Don't forget why we're here.
Oh, Sonova. Hope we're not intruding.
Yes. You brought a friend. Welcome.
Yes,
Welcome. Another one like
there's
you?
Correct. There's a lot to talk about. I'll let my friend go first. You can resolve your conversation, and then I'll have a conversation for you afterwards.
Let me try to explain. Again, when you see him, Kira, he is talking in almost a southern accent, and I got to get that accent back.
Well, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon. I reckon that you've come here for why have you come here? Is there something I can help you with?
Hmm.
And we have quiet.
I'm
Yes.
transferring to Kira and letting her go first.
So I was told you wanted to talk to some people and that you'll pay them. And I'm trying to buy a building. Maybe I'll talk to you if you buy this building. Ooh, a couch. Sits
Now,
on the couch
why would I want to buy this building?
so I can have it and reopen the theater.
You want the theater.
Yes. Then I'll talk to you about whatever. What did he want to talk about?
Her abilities.
Yes, abilities.
Now, that's a bit much if you understand my opinion, but I could help you with payments as we go along with your building. Or I could buy it for myself and you could become my manager.
I don't know. I kind of want it because I'm having fun sleeping in it.
I would be paying for it. I would be your patron, your benefactor. You would take care of it under my name.
Let me talk to my financial advisor.
Not your
Ignis,
advisor? But what?
is this a good idea or not? What do you think of his offer?
Um, I mean, if you want actual ownership of the building, you'll probably have to figure something out. But in the meantime, it doesn't sound particularly bad based on what you want to use the building for.
All right. I think I know what to do. Walk back over to the couch. All right. So after speaking with my financial advisor, I've decided I will take you up on your offer, and I'll slowly buy the building off you if that wish. But you'll own it now, and I'll slowly pay you back.
So, rent to own is what you're going to do.
Yes.
Right. So, so you're ready for some questions then? Or are there more questions that you need to ask me first?
Questions to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have any questions.
Uh,
But, no, there's no questions right now.
all right. What powers do you have?
Hmm?
What
Oh, yeah.
powers do you have?
Oh, yeah, you wanted to know about powers. So I can talk to
As he gets
insects.
out his laptop and puts it on the coffee table, and then starts making a letter to get the building you're asking about.
So she has the spider come out. She's like, see, I can talk to these. I can talk to spiders and cockroaches and some ants. Talk to insects.
Hmm,
That's pretty nice, right?
that could be useful, indeed.
I'm good at dancing, but oh, sometimes when I dance, people just do what I ask afterwards, which is nice.
You're very persuasive, you say.
No, I just think it's my dance. Just helps them. It helps me be persuasive.
Hmm. All right. Do you have anything else?
Oh yeah, I could talk to other things besides insects, but they're kind of boring. Like cats, they're kind of boring. They just talk about chasing mice, and I talk to the mice, and they're tired of being chased by the cats.
So you can talk to animals.
Yes. Also, I'm able to make
Aren't
a.
bugs considered animals?
Depends on who you ask.
As far as the beast word is concerned, yes.
Yes. I got queenly elegance, which lets me speak to animals. They respond
Oh, okay.
as if they had human levels. Uh, oh yeah, I could grow a hard shell on my skin to keep myself from getting hurt, but then I still get hurt. Oh, I could summon a swarm of these insects, like cockroaches, but like wasps.
So
Cockroach wasp.
you're like the bug queen.
It's like that one book. It's like the Lord of the Flies.
Queen
Perhaps,
of the insects, baby.
perhaps.
Oh,
Or
and I once made a wall collapse by dancing really hard.
so
I
you're a
danced and the wall
dancer
collapsed.
and
Yeah.
you're a bug queen. All right. And what else do you do?
Oh, I throw knives, but I'm not really good at that. Uh, oh, I could walk without making any sound, but
That
that might
sounds
have
like a
been from
spider
before.
thing.
But yeah. Oh, and I could kind of make deals with people as long as both people agree on the deal. But no one's backed out of the deal, so I don't know what happens if someone backs out.
Well, if you think I'm gonna back out on you, no, I'm gonna make you do the rent to own thing. I will be getting your part of your proceeds. You'll be paying a little bit at a month, and then each time money will be put into the loan, and you'll be eventually getting it on your own. The more
Do you
money
want?
you give me, the less interest you have to pay.
Yeah. Look, I could show you some stuff. I could summon those like cockroach hornets if you want.
I don't think my butler would like it too much.
Oh, don't worry, they're quite cute looking, or at least I think they are. Isn't that right, Ignis?
I'm sorry, one more time. As Status looks up on his phone.
My pets I could summon. They fly
Yeah, what about
around.
him?
They're kind of cute, fluffy,
Um,
adorable.
Two of those are opinionated. Fluffy is just candidly not true, though.
Like my spider here. I'm just petting it.
We
You
could
just
stick with the
towards
with the
bugs.
spider. That the spider's enough to understand that you understand about insects. Well, and beasts.
Oh, and apparently I have this book that only I can read because no one else is smart enough to read it. Or they aren't smart enough to be able to see the words on it. I haven't
You have
figured
a
it out.
book.
I pull out a book and open it so it looks to a page and it's just blank to them. See, here's all the info about this spider. Doo-doo.
I see. I see.
But
He looks over at Ignis and touches the head as if giving a question.
no, if you take a picture of it, it also doesn't show up with
What
anything.
is
Yeah, it ain't
I
my
Ignis?
don't
book.
know what's going on with the
What
book.
does Ignis do in return?
Well, look at me, it ain't my book.
I
um,
somehow got to write new stuff. I don't remember who did that.
I don't see anything on the book.
No one does, except for her. This is to be expected.
Yeah, there's
I
like pictures of the
see.
spider, some
Like,
information.
the funny thing is that what the book tells Kira is right, but no one else can see that it's right. They just
Exactly.
see the result.
Well, it must be a relic or something. Anyway,
I
alright.
don't.
So how
It's a
long
nice
you
little
had
mystery.
your powers?
Oh, since I've had this book.
How long you had that book?
Let me think here.
And I
About
don't believe you were with them. I think you were in another one, were you not?
Yeah, I just kind of wandered out of a building. There was some chaos. But they said they came out of a building that got blown up or something. I don't remember
That,
mine having been blown up.
so you were from the other one.
I guess so. I don't know where it's at no more. I kind of got lost leaving it now. Got turned around and then I just wandered and then met this old lady and got this book. I wandered
Old
around.
lady. What about this old lady?
I described the old lady. She was running a bookstore. She just gave me this book, gave me some food. If I remember right, it was a tuna sandwich.
A tuna sandwich. Now, I would have wanted something different than a tuna sandwich, but I understand. I
No,
understand.
no. I was extremely hungry, so I took the free tuna sandwich.
If I was hungry and didn't have any food at all, I'd take a tuna sandwich too. I understand that part. I don't understand
Yeah,
why you followed an old lady.
I don't know. Just thought it was a good idea. But anyhow,
Anyhow,
I'd like to own this theater and then move the theater off of this giant octopus
it's not an
squid
octopus, it's a squid. And actually, it's not even
jellyfish
a
thing.
squid, it's a jellyfish. And yes, the jellyfish, I can understand that, but where are you gonna put it?
So I'm thinking if I get a big enough spaceship, I could put the whole building on the spaceship with some other
So it's
people.
gonna
And
be a traveling
then we
theater?
could go somewhere else. Yeah, why not?
Then why are you buying the building if you're gonna take it and do a traveling theater? That doesn't make no sense.
I want to make the building into the spaceship, or make the
That
spaceship
won't
around.
work
I don't know. I
because
haven't thought it through.
Opus won't allow that. But
But if we cook up Opus, then it can't stop me.
no, it can stop you because it's part of Opus. Do you not understand that?
No, I was raised in a theater and didn't learn much. I'm just been learning stuff slowly right now since I got the computer in the place. So I'm a little bit more informed on stuff now.
Alright, well, you're not gonna want to get the building if you're gonna be taking it traveling. Now, still, we'll do the rent to own with you, but not for the building if you're gonna go traveling. It'll have to be for a ship.
Well, there's no ships here, and I have to get permission to leave. I guess
There are
I'll have.
ships. There are ships, you just don't know about it. There are always
Wait,
ships.
you have a ship that could leave?
If I get the proper connections, yes.
So, can I get one of those ships and buy that from you instead? Turn it into a theater?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'll do that instead. That sounds a lot better.
It
If I
kind of
may interject, I believe this is a bit outside of your budget. You know,
it's going to take you a long time to pay for it, but yes, I can do that.
Look, if you have a
Actually,
ship,
I have a better idea, and that is what if you worked for the government, or not for the government, for the army, and come with us and be like an entertainer for our peoples?
I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be enough rats there for my spider to eat.
Oh, you'll be fed very well.
No, the spider.
The spider be fed too.
I don't know. Working for an army doesn't sound very good. I don't want to shoot anyone.
You're not gonna be shooting anyone. You're gonna be giving them some hope.
Oh, but I do have this pistol. And I did shoot someone with it once or twice.
Okay.
Were they really people? I can't remember. They're like these giant things. Thanes. It was a thane I shot with the pistol, I think. Yes.
You what? And he looks straight at you both.
Ignis knows more about those than me. But anyhow, they seem to want to eat people, if I remember correctly. So I decided to stop them. And Ignis helped. Well, actually, Ignis killed it by punching it, but... Or was that someone else who punched it?
No, it was me.
Yeah, it was him. I was a little confused. But shh, don't let him tell you otherwise. I did, like, 30% of the work.
With that said, however, if you're finished with your business negotiations, I did tell me you were talking about the finance.
I thought there was another reason why you were here. Like I said, for
I didn't
this
say as
young
much.
lady, at this young lady, I know that it's going to cost you a fortune to get a ship. However, if you want to work with us and be employed as a entertainer for everybody, then that could be possible. If you want that building, you're going to have to do it yourself and getting it on a ship. Because there's no way it's going to go on the ship due to the fact that it is Opus. Do you understand?
I'll take the billing for now, and then I can sell it back to you later for ship, maybe.
There we go. That will do. All right. I'll get all the paperwork set up and everything.
Yes.
All
And
right.
if you had talked to my secretary, she's right here. I put the spider on the table.
I thought you were about to call me your motherfucking secretary. I was gonna have you. There were gonna be issues.
This is
Yeah,
my
he calls
secretary.
you. Kira calls Ignis her secretary, and Ignis immediately responds with, "Okay, I'm getting revenge."
So, your spider is your secretary?
Yes.
Not a human, not a person, just a spider.
I can trust the spider.
So is the spider gonna write down everything that we just said?
It's gonna remember stuff better than me.
Oh my god. I'll draw up the papers and I will make sure that I get them to you. Where you living?
I'm living there. Well, I'm living over at Liz's place too, but
Liz's place. Alright. I'll get it to Liz, and then Liz can get it to you. And then you can
yeah.
sign it, and then I'll get it back. After you give it back to Liz. Alright?
Got it.
We done
Signed.
here.
I think so.
Alright. Mr. Ignis, how can I do something for you?
Yes, I have it on pretty good authority that there are at least 6 things currently residing within Scorpio 3.
There are
When you're
what?
inside 6 things.
That on Scorpio 3?
Yes, the name of the planet that we are currently residing on.
Well, I know that, but why?
Unknown. I want to know how to kill them though. We took out one, but it was a much harder fight than I would have preferred it to be. So, if you have any information on regarding like weaknesses, their preferred battle tactics, tendencies, etc., I'd appreciate if you handed them over.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that all right. Yeah. Okay. So you do know that there are 6 different types?
I've seen 2 different types so far, I suppose, in that case.
There are 6.
Very well.
And
The one I meant.
they seem to be well made to work for whatever they do as their job on the ship. If they're
Okay,
an
so 6 different
infiltrator,
roles
they
that
do
fill 6
one thing.
archetypes.
If there are a gunner, they do another. Things like that.
Those are
Okay.
jobs, not types.
No, that's it. Well, you're not there, but yeah, types.
Now that's a Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh. So if I'm understanding this correctly, essentially things are created for a task, and then they're assigned that task after being created based on what archetype they belong to.
That is right.
So Thanes are literally just name, rank, and serial number.
You're not there.
I know.
I'm not going to answer your question.
All right. Well, in that case, I assume it is no coincidence that there are 6 on the planet. Then it's probably just one full squad, so it's probably one of each archetype. Does that seem like a reasonable conclusion to make?
Well, normally there are 5 but I'm not sure why there would be 6 there unless you had an Emperor's Thane.
We did. It's dead right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one you
So,
punched.
no, I killed one of the small. I killed the smaller of the 2. Seemed to
Yeah.
call himself a scout.
So you got the Infiltrator. Those things are fast little buggers. And can go invisible, too.
Yeah, they tried to run away from us after the fight turned sideways.
Well, I'll
So,
tell
what are the
you.
other 4 archetypes?
Well, then you got the Gunner. The Gunner tends to be very strong and hard to kill. And you got the Captain, who's basically the mastermind. He's the one who they look up to.
So we killed that one first.
And then you have the science officer, who's pretty smart. Kind of scary too, because they tend to do things that you just don't want to have happen. And then you got the sniper. Now, I'm not sure I know much more about the Emperor's Thanes, because those are the worst ones. Those are kind of a conglomeration of all of them.
Thankfully, that one was taken care of
Thanes gone
first.
rabid.
They also are the most dangerous because they're not really working with the others. They tend to act like they're in charge.
Uh,
So, the best way that we've been doing so far in fighting is having numbers thrown at them. But you can only throw so many numbers before you lose. And if you found an entire crew, I hope they didn't get anything out to the others. Because if they
no.
did, they're on their way.
For context, I suppose, is we raided one of the FN's warehouses, and they had 2 things under lock and key. and that first thing, and then the infiltrator that you mentioned.
Wait, are you telling me FN did this?
Yes.
That son of a bitch.
During the fight, Opus got involved and took recourse against FN, which is why most of their buildings have disappeared overnight. And after
That
the fact,
explains a lot. It really does. Hi, Jordan. Welcome in.
and then we pursued the infiltrator and took him out before he could communicate to the rest of this crew.
Right.
But my suspicion is that they're
That
probably hiding something on this tennis
SOB,
court
I
list.
swear that fucking nuts. I swear. So, I should get my peoples ready for a fight then, is what you're saying.
Well, your people are currently very far away, are they not?
Unfortunately, yeah. But if they're coming here, I should bring them here.
Well,
well, let's put it to you this way. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the horn and I'm going to see if I can find out any information about if any of them are heading this way. And if they are, we need to start working fast.
you do what you wish. In the meantime, to my understanding, there are the 4 remaining things on the planet, and I intend to kill them before the month's end.
Well, if they can smell them out, we got problems, because then they will know they're here.
All the more reason to kill them faster.
Indeed. And I'm gonna have some words with that old fucking nuts.
Worse. Also, I'm just killing them.
I would really like to find him someday. Well, yeah, that too. I would like to see him removed. So I'm gonna at least work on getting him off of the council, and I'm gonna go talk to the T'Pol.
Based on Opus's actions against FN, I don't think you have to worry about him being on the council much longer.
Well, that's a good thing, because I don't want his word on anywhere. If he's working with things, we got a problem.
I'll tell you what, though. If you're able to find out where on the overworld where FN might be based on, because he's outside of Opus right now, but he's still somewhere on Scorpion with 3, hiding like the rat he is. If you find him, I'll see if I can convince my companions to help me get rid of him.
You got it. I will work my butt off finding out that information for you. And send it to your brother.
Send it straight to me. It's fine.
All right. I'll send it to you. And then
grab my number.
We will definitely keep an eye on this. I don't want these things here. They can be such, oh my goodness, we need a new life if they come here. Yes, we do. So, anything else I can help you with?
Not at this time. Your information has been a help. If you think of anything else pertinent, feel free to reach out to me.
All
In
right.
the meantime, I'll be taking my leave.
Take care.
You as well.
You too, miss.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Miss
And
that
with
couch.
that, your conversation has ended. Is there anything else you would like to do, or are we going to move on to the next person?
That was better than expected.
Nothing super pressing. I will forward the rest. I'll forward this information about like the various archetypes of things to the others.
Yeah.
And point out that if we are going to go after them, we probably want to try and hit the captain first, just because basic strategy dictates so.
Yeah, I think we should take him out.
But they'll probably all be together because life sucks and we're never lucky.
You just get a text back that says, "Oh, so it's dead guy 1, dead guy 2, dead guy 3, dead guy 4, dead guy 5, dead guy 6."
Yeah, they're all slightly different from one another, apparently.
Yeah, they all have different numbers.
Cormac and his jokes.
They're all slightly different from each other. Yes, that's why I gave them different numbers.
No, they're slightly different because they have different numbers.
All right.
Yeah, they might
Fine.
have pants.
You got that there was a joke, but you didn't get the correct joke.
But what about the wrong joke?
That's exactly what he got.
Dun 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 dun.
This is me we're talking to. You do realize that, right?
Hmm. Moving on. Who would like to go next?
Chip, you got anything?
Not really. Go to the library. Say the plan of, got to get us out of here. That's about it.
That sounds like a scene.
Fair enough. Like after he finishes helping the Roombas,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm sure that thing was like what 7 feet tall, so generated enough dust to feed a.
Oh, it's
feed
gonna
a couple
take a
Roombas.
couple of hours.
Yeah. So Shiv is gonna just like continuously empty the Roombas into something. And after that, it's gonna be like close to the evening, so it's like library will be closing down for the day. Let's go home for a bit.
Oh. All right. So you head into the library, and as you know, yes, hello, Jordan, and I'm doing all right. We're currently doing Godbound, and they're playing my particular realm. So let's go. All right.
Yes, a
So
realm from way back in the Second Life days, which will never be recreated.
actually, before that, but yes. Okay. So you head into the library. As you know, the library is full of books. If you did not know that already, that tend to be not the normal books. They're like electronic books. So I'm letting other people who don't normally hear us talking.
Yeah. What
Um,
else do you put in the library? Information.
yeah, it's all in all, you see a lot of computers. You notice a lot of molding that looks like it's out of place, almost gothic. And you walk in and you see your cousins at the entrance. One of them runs out of the room and heads to the back.
Oh God, he's back.
Yep.
Did in fairness, Shiv gave ample warning the last time he left that he would probably come back.
And this time, I mean, your father wants to see you, yes. Your mother,
Is still apprehensive.
apprehensive, yes.
I mean, after the demonstration that happened last time, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone was apprehensive.
Yep.
And as it's probably late in the evening by the time we
And
finish
they're
with
closing the doors and they normally don't close again.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Okay, so things are getting really serious. I'm sure you've seen the news.
Yeah, a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, well, you want to know why a lot of FN's holdings just disappeared? They have access to the things and have been using them.
What?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too. And Opus is thoroughly aware of the fact that there are now Thanes, not just having been in the city, but on Scorpio 3. He then proceeds to list off the archetypes of Thane. We have dealt with 2 things at the moment. Well, Opus dealt with one of my little band. Well, our little band dealt with another. One of
And
our
you
members of the group, the one that is
survived?
being barely, but yeah. Now, one of the members of the little band, actually, I think two of them now, are working on getting people out of the city, and I think the family should go too.
And where are we going to go?
I don't know, about 2 miles, pick a direction, or 10 miles, however far it was.
Right into the nuclear waste.
Oh boy. Shiv takes out his phone, pulls up some of the pictures that Cormac took. About 2 miles out, there is livable area, and he shows the pictures of the plants and some of the mutated animals.
Where did you take these?
I didn't. The one that's being called a terrorist did. He can travel outside. We know the secret of this place. That is the reason why I'm kind of in this situation in the first place.
I think we had this conversation last time that you did know.
Yep.
And
And
since this
as you can see
conversation is
that
being
when
done with you and me and the others are gone,
Mhm,
because I just sent them home,
mhm.
you can explain to me further.
Well,
And
with
your mother
Opus
looks at
getting
you like
you're crazy.
you are crazy. And then you show her those pictures. You want us to move out of the city.
Why not?
What is to say that we end up dying out there?
It's better than dying in here.
How? How's it better?
Well, let's see. You're not consumed by the creature we happen to be living in, for one.
And
Again, I'll repeat, there are things around here.
you also say there is a place for us to be, but what is to say that there isn't something you're not seeing out there?
Well, I have not personally been out there because for me, it's not really feasible to go out there without setting up a network first.
Well, honestly, how are we supposed to just up and leave our home, our jobs,
The
our
life that we've all known for,
livelihood
and the life that
on a
the librarians have known
promise?
for. It's better than potentially dying to a secret.
Not until we know that somebody can live out there.
Oh, for the love of. If
You
animal life
show her
can
these
survive,
pictures, but animals change.
yeah, and you know what?
So,
It's basically the end of the day.
if you,
Is it feasible for humans to survive that far out?
yes,
I have it on very good authority that once you get that far out, you can survive feasibly. Whose authority, you might ask? My own.
that makes no sense.
Have I ever?
Your mother immediately takes 1d20 psychic damage and explodes because that is the most dumb thing you've said so far.
Again, proof. We need proof that a human or a creature besides your friends who have odd abilities that we've never seen before.
Well, despite the fact that I can heal the damage done, I still take damage from radiation. So I will find a way to get out there and prove a point, if it'll help.
That will help.
Well then, I suppose I'll have to go and figure out a way to get out there.
Oh, sad
I haven't-
day. Your mother's sending you to your death. Or thinks she is.
I mean,
At least this time she's not paying someone to shoot you.
what is the best way of going about this?
Well,
Radiation suit and start walking.
yeah. I mean, once you
Okay.
get to a certain point, the radiation suit is not really needed. But before
Well-
then, yeah, you need it.
I mean, dude, what is the range of your teleportation thingy? It's like 1 mile per level, right?
Yeah, but it's got to have go through electronic devices.
Right. So you have somebody who can actually walk through it, just carry one out.
Commit effort for the scene to vanish and emerge instantly from any computing device within 1 mile. This gift may not move the user more than 10 miles and over the course of an hour.
All right, never mind. It's not gonna work.
I mean, people can leave. If spaceships are able to leave and enter, there's an opening somewhere.
There is.
Yeah. So Raiden found one. It's Shiv doesn't really have a way to get through the radiation right now.
Oh, that's the issue. Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you do. You just have Raiden make you a new one.
Yeah. And a rebreather to get through the river.
You could hold your breath for 2
that.
minutes.
You literally do not need that. All it
either
would
that or make
take.
a bunch of hardiness saves.
Well, no, all it would take is you don a radiation suit and we walk out, someone who is impervious to the radiation walks out with a cable and every mile puts a phone connected to said cable.
Funnily enough, I had thought of that.
Well,
I mean, how long out does the radiation go? Do we know that?
Farther, yeah, it's like 5 miles. Like he just needs a radiation suit. He'll be fine.
It's 5
Yeah, I mean,
miles
there's
all
also
around,
that.
as if it was a circle around Opus.
Yeah.
It's 5 miles.
Plus, people might remember back to the very first episode where there was a very lengthy statement of, like world building to begin with that Carsa went over, where expressly detailed was the fact that the dome can open.
Yeah, I did. The first scene that when we had started this whole entire thing says that the dome can open.
Getting him outside isn't the issue. It's just the radiation that's the problem. Like
It's only the
found a hole.
radiation.
Yeah, Raiden found a hole in the river. He can swim out through there.
And
It also says radiation doesn't just instantaneously kill you.
No,
It's
it doesn't
it's
hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
It's
said something
damage
along
over
the lines
time.
of it's like gotta make a bunch of hardiness saves after an extent, right?
After a few
Probably.
times, yes.
Like, you'll probably be fine. You might take some damage at worst, but like you're a Godbound, you're not gonna die of cancer.
Yeah,
I'm a
plus
Godbound
if
time. I can stop cancer.
exactly. There is no specification that you cannot use your abilities on yourself.
Like, you'll be fine. You just
So
can't
so
live
next-
in the
so
radiation.
next
You can
episode-
traverse it just fine.
So next episode is the walking sim. For sure.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you'll also know that your ability to teleport is, what was it? The limitation is less than 10 miles within an hour. The radiation goes out 5 miles.
Yep.
5
So
jumps.
long as I have my phone, so long as I have my phone on me and somebody goes and stands 5 miles out.
All right, I'll help you out, buddy. Just hand me your phone. I'll toss it outside the radiation zone.
Yeah, I mean,
I got you, buddy.
we can
I'll help you
technically
out. I'll
Hang
do
on.
you a
technically
solid.
make the argument
Guys.
that
Hey, wait a
anywhere
minute!
on
I
the
could
planet
theoretically
can be
make a drone.
networked.
I could theoretically
Guys.
make a drone network that goes through it. It just
Wait,
says
we
computer
are-
devices. Drones are computers.
We are spending way too much time on something that is very easy to deal with.
Yeah,
Yes.
inconsequential at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually called Ignis grabs Shiv and throws him.
Oh,
I
true.
mean,
We can just shortcut the middleman.
I mean,
Yeah.
he would still be passing through the radiation for that one, but it's like you could get a radiation suit made for you instantaneously. You could just walk out, eat the hardiness saves. Like,
I mean,
there are like 72 different ways for you to make this happen.
Yeah, fair enough. Like I said, next session starts with Shiv doing a walking simulator.
right. Okay.
I mean, that was literally my thing. Just don a radiation suit, get walking. You'll be
And
fine.
I would walk 500 miles. No,
But you don't need
Oh,
to
then
go
you've gone too
500
far.
miles. You only need to go 5, and then you're out of the radiation. Or at least the
Yeah.
radiation is down to a negligible level.
Right.
I mean, there is still radiation. It's just negligible.
Yeah, the literal statement I just made. It goes
Yeah.
down to background radiation, you're totally fine.
Right. Fair enough. Well, that ends my scene, I suppose.
Okay. All right. Anything else happening this day, or we're gonna fast forward a few days?
Not unless Riley's got anything.
No. I mean, she at one point would be finished doing stuff, and then probably end up going back to the office. You know, pretend to run her business.
Okay. Nothing's really
Like you,
gonna
you know that
happen.
meme of the cat smacking a keyboard? Yeah, that's her work day.
That's yeah.
I am doing the working.
You're doing the
Smash,
working.
smash on the
Smash, smash,
keyboard.
smash, smash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Go back
that
to
gives it was
Kira.
posted.
A few days later, you are given a call from Liz saying there's a package for you.
Should go downstairs and check it out.
All right, so you go down, you check it out, and this package is of electronic paper with a signature signing object. What are those called? I guess stylus. Yeah, stylus. And it's thick.
Double C thick.
Oh man.
Yeah, thick with a Q.
I mean, this is a contract. Very, very thick contract. If you sign it, you cannot break out of the deal.
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
care.
call up my buddy Ignis real quick. See if he's at his tower.
Pick up the phone. This is this speaking. How can I help?
Hey buddy, can you help me with this contract thing? Make sure I understand everything. I'll make you a sandwich. I got tuna fish and cheese.
Is it the contract from SOB?
Yeah.
Sure, I can give it a look over. Can you email it over to me?
It's a tablet thing. I'll put it in the mail.
It's an electronic, I assume.
You could just
You won't use
ask
paper
us.
anymore?
You could just ask us SOV, and they would send you an electronic over there.
Sure. No, give it a look over.
Awesome.
Okay. I'm gonna say this right now. There's a reason why you got it triple thick and all that kind of stuff. It's because you acted like you didn't know anything about computers.
The contract would have been shorter, but SOB decided he needed to dumb everything down.
Yep.
And unfortunately, dumbing things down requires more words.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you call SOB, SOB will send you a copy of it.
A truncated version of
And they'll say, do you want it in computer format or in paper, electronic paper?
Just email it to me. So I'm not the one signing it. I'm just being asked to read it.
All right. Sends you a copy of the email.
All right. I assume it'll take a while for me to read it, but I'll give it a look over.
Okay, so they're willing to pay for it in full, provided that she pays interest of about 15% minimum.
So
Alright.
basically standard financing.
Yeah. It's pretty
I'll mess with-
standard. It's actually less than what the council tends to make you pay.
All right. I'll head up Kira and I'll ask if she has the financial information for the dance studio.
1 minute. You hear papers, old style paper shuffling. I'm like, okay. So I got this paper here. That's got some information I found. I printed it off the computer.
All right.
There's
Are you
actually
at
a
the
lot of-
cantina or are you at the studio right now?
Oh, I'm at my room at Liz's Cantina.
There's
All right,
also
I'll head over.
insurance papers with this as well, but we'll start with that first.
Just come up to the room. The door is.
Yeah. So I imagine Aiden is like reading over the contract while he's like in transit.
Okay, so while you're in transit, you're going to see that it's about 15% that they're asking for. She will have to pull out also another docket for insurance, because if the place is destroyed, that interest of how much it's going to cost to rebuild it is increased into, or the amount that is the amount of the management and rebuild will have to go on top of the interest that is there as well. In other words, don't fuck up the building.
But no one pays for the rebuilding cost. Opus just does it.
Except for the other pieces like the
Furniture.
tables and
Oh,
furniture.
fair enough. Like furniture. Got it.
You know, pleasantries.
Yeah, just don't fuck up the building. It does
Or rather,
have
things inside the building.
it does have a minimum time that she has, or maximum time that she has to pay for it. But she can pay more faster,
She can pay ahead of her payments to
and
reduce
it
her
will
principal.
cut down
Got it.
on her interest. This is actually a very legitimate contract.
All right. So the contract seems on the up and up. Part 2 is look over the financial information of the studio to make sure that the studio can actually cover the costs.
Yes.
They can, based on like past trends, anyway.
They can cover the costs. There is a part of the next part that does say that they would like to have 5% of the proceeds put back into the building.
What do you mean, like back into the building, like towards the rent agreement?
Yeah.
So they're asking for rent plus a percentage of the proceeds. Does that payment go into the rent, or is it just like
Goes into the
money
rent.
that they pocket?
It goes into the rent. They'll pocket part of it just for, it'll be like 1% that they pocket. The other part will go back into the rent. So technically, it's about 20%. It's still less than whatnot.
A bit bizarre, but ultimately doesn't really affect it too much.
Well, if the theater is no longer working, that it kind of goes away. So it's a way for him to give it get some money back, and for him to show that he can support you.
So yeah, and it's just everything looks fine to me. You'll just have to be sure that you're actually running the studio and putting on shows and selling tickets. If the theater fails, well, I mean, you'll lose the building, at least legally speaking. But yeah, I assume the goal is to have the theater be successful, so you should be fine.
The question is,
All right.
Kira, do you now sign it?
So after he goes over it, I'm looking over the stuff and I sign it. I'm like, sounds like a plan. So as long as you think I can make it, I'll do this. I sign it.
So,
According to past records, everything should be fine as long as something absolutely tragic does not happen.
yeah,
Like half the chairs being blown up.
that would cause a
No, like you
problem.
being in charge of accounting.
Oh yeah, I should find someone to do accounting.
Now, that costs the upgrade costs. You will have to put in your own money eventually, because they're just giving you the building. They're not giving you the what's the word I'm looking for? The upfront cost to hire, because you already said you had people.
Yes. So beginning of my cult to join me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna after I'm done, I'm gonna start walking around to where all the other survivors are. So I know some went with Cormac, and then some I think were here. So I'm gonna ask if any of them want to join back in with the
I mean,
theater.
Cormac just took the ones that didn't need medical attention. You can go talk to them if they want to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna go around seeing if any of them want to.
Well, they will ask you, are we going to get paid?
Yes. So I'll pay you a good wage. I haven't figured it out yet, but it's gonna be something good.
And where are we going to stay?
So for now, you have to stay here, but hopefully I can renovate the bottom floors and you can stay there like apartments if you want.
Those were crowded places. Do you still want
Yeah.
to do that?
Now I'm gonna try to make them nicer. Hopefully.
You did get a few
Well,
people that are interested.
I would remind you that the building has already been altered into whatever blueprints you gave Ignis.
Yep.
That was part of his conversation with Opus. Was Opus already fucking what's it called when you alter a building? Fucking
Renovations.
renovation. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, it's already been renovated. They actually have much bigger rooms. Because of you, Ignis.
Reggie, you might not know that. You haven't been there in a while.
Right.
To be fair.
Because I believe you put like Dominion, or did you put anything into it? No, you just talked to Opus?
No, I just told Opus like, hey, if you want to try and get goodwill with the people with the only Godbound in the city who at present does not want you dead, do this. It might not mean anything, but fucking doesn't hurt to try. Takes you like 3 seconds to do it.
Yeah.
And it's done.
The fuck am I, a Scotch mist?
Just a good old appeal to logic.
The only thing that is left is for you to get furniture for the area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and then You know what? I know Cormac's here, and he knows where like some of the other more non-humans are. I'm
And
gonna
we're back
ask
on
him
the
if he knows.
cat girls.
I'll ask him if he knows where they're at, and I'll start walking around. I'm gonna make some paper flyers to see if anyone wants to join up with the theater group.
Now hiring any cat girl.
And not just the cat girls, any of them.
The cat men and the cat kids too.
Yeah, and the dog kids, and the chicken kids, and the
Okay.
chicken girls.
I mean, you joke, but theoretically, writing could create those by means of radiation.
Yeah.
So that is what happens with you. Okay. And when you do go into the new theater, you do notice that there are rooms, and they are significantly bigger. They put basically two rooms together.
All right.
So they're twice the size, and they're nice. The only thing is there's no furniture in any of them.
I can figure that out later.
Okay. Alrighty. So let's go on to Cormac. It's been almost a week.
Yeah, he's basically just been going around letting everybody know that what the plan is, that it's time to leave the city. They have outgrown this place. Also, he gives Liz a day to find her center before going back to get the maps for the water sources.
Okay. While you're doing that, I
All
want
right, who's
you
getting
to
punched?
good question. I need you to do a wisdom roll.
Oh wait, this is roll. Hold
It's
on,
basically a perception.
you gotta flip the coin.
Yes, I have to flip the coin.
Do you get the +2 or the -2?
Yes. Flipping the coin.
Two.
Ah, you get a
Well, that's good
+2.
news. Isn't wisdom one of your lowest?
Yep, didn't matter.
Really did not matter this time, surprisingly.
But I
Sometimes
appreciate the
just roll
+2.
banger.
You realize a friend that you have not, I mean, normally is here every single day, has not been here since the attack on FN.
Well, the first day or two, be like, oh, she lives her own life. Maybe she found a boyfriend or something. After like the third, fourth day, we start worrying. On the fifth day, he takes the Colt and is like, all right, you guys gotta go find her. Because there are more of them than he, and he can find them
Mhm.
faster.
Mhm.
Then if they report nothing back, probably around the seventh day, we're gonna go find Shiv.
Okay. It
Henry
is now the
Clay, what
7th day. Unless you
Alright.
guys have something else you got to do. It's the 7th day. No go. Nobody
you
has seen anything of this person.
You just find Shiv probably somewhere.
Hey, I need your magic brain.
What?
Friend
Mag-
of mine's missing. Where is she?
Which friend?
Sura.
Okay. One of these days, I'm going to move this back up the list. Where are they? Shiv just consults.
Where
the-
you say the words, where are they?
Yeah, looking up, consulting the universe.
They're on Opus. They're in the lower middle of, I guess you could say they're probably about here, but underground.
That's interesting.
Wait, can you make that ping again? Damn
What
it.
ping? I saw no ping.
There it is.
It's coming out brown.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, I guess I need to zoom in a little more.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, Shiv pulls up a map. They're around here, but underground. Which is interesting and foreboding.
All right. Thanks. We gonna drive over there?
Eh,
Well, you want to come with?
may as well see what happens.
Okay, unexpected.
Curiosity has been piqued.
Well, apart from waiting for a project from Raiden, I've got nothing better to do with my time.
Yeah, I also can't find him. Need to talk to him, but I'll deal with that later. I suppose I haven't checked under. Never mind. Moving on. Well, I mean, this is while we're driving. I suppose I haven't gone and checked down into Willis's hide from everything bunker.
I mean, he's also working with Mixisms.
Yeah, I've been to his warehouse. He's not there.
I mean, there's a Mixism.
Yeah, I've been there too. He hasn't been there.
Fair enough. It's entirely possible he's somewhere unconscious because Opus decided to psychically attack him.
No, he's probably just consumed with some project and forgot to tell people where he was at. I didn't spend a lot of time at his warehouse looking for him or the mixes in camp. I'm not gonna go around people's houses and like break in, being like, "Hey, have you seen this guy?"
I mean,
Like,
you could do that. People would expect it from you.
I have a better way of finding things if I
That's
really, really need to, but I do need to kind of be close.
That's fair.
Speaking of, we arrive and we are going to Miracle Out Creation's First Light.
Okay.
What does that one do again?
I get this X-ray vision.
Oh. the power you used the last time that gave you
Yep.
true sight.
Tentacle, thank you so much for that subscription. Appreciate it. And good evening.
I mean, it's better than True Sight.
It's true sight if you hooked it up to crack.
All right.
Yeah.
So magically, non-magical barrier allows you to see through anything and everything to the horizon. Wow. Okay.
It's
that's how-
really powerful. So like, if I just see a dome of like magic shit I can't see through, there it is.
And indeed, you do see a dome of magic shit that is. you know where someplace is.
Yeah, I know where the dragon is. Oh, there's Ignis.
Looming
say
on
that
the
in character?
horizon. Yeah.
I mean, you're big, but you're not like fucking Titan big.
Did you say that in character? Because Shiv is going to
No,
be confused.
no. Well, that's it's a secret, but it's also not like a secret that's like party breaking. So it's not worth me going around, hands up in the air going, ah, dragon, dragon.
All right.
Yeah. And then we're gonna be like, start making our way down to that spot.
You knock on Opus. Hey, what's down there?
I need you to make an
I mean, I'm not-
intelligence roll.
All right, I'm not
Sounds
like
like
javelin of God through. I'm gonna go through the building.
Right. I still need you to make an
Yeah.
intelligence roll. As you go down into the area, you're going to be seeing symbols.
Do you want us both to make them, or does it matter?
You wouldn't know what they were. I mean, you could try if you want, but you've never seen them. whereas Cormac has.
I rolled a 15. I succeeded.
You
I'll roll
see
anyway.
something similar to the symbol that is used on the Solari clan.
If you need
I
to be
feel like that would
prepared
be
to
public
run,
knowledge, but all right.
Shiv, look at me.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you to run, don't question it. You just go.
Got it.
Unless you want to question it and deal with it. You know what I mean. It is in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
best interest if I tell you to run, to run.
Yeah, I get it.
And I continue heading to the magical bubble
All right,
of non-detection.
we're gonna stop there because I'll have to be next week, and we're already almost at the point where we have to stop anyway.
I mean, we all look at Ryan. So what have you been doing this week? All right, good to know.
Yeah,
Mm.
Ryan, we don't know. All right.
I mean,
Ryan is somewhere foaming at the mouth.
it could easily just be like he decided to go walk around outside the dome for a little bit.
Go stake out the properties for real estate.
All right, Cormac and Civ, you're heading into Solari territory.
Yeah, isn't that like your former clan or something? Or former gang?
No, the gang was the Neon Devils.
Huh.
Carbach's relation to Solari has been revealed to the camera, but not to the party.
Yep. Okay.
That was the thing that I was trying to remember earlier.
Yeah, it's
When me
because
and
like,
Carza was talking, we were trying to remember the name of Neon Devils.
Yeah. Neon Devils is actually the clan or the gang he was in. Solari's something entirely different.
I mean, the gang had to be a cyberpunk gang, therefore a cyberpunk name.
And the symbol that you saw was a symbol of a spider.
Yeah, just as we're continuing on.
so
I
in
mean,
his head.
we can handle like a little bit of RP between him and Shiv while they're just kind of wandering around. Shiv, this is gonna get a little weird because I don't know how much dealing you've had with. What do you know about Clan Solari?
What's public knowledge?
Not much.
Outside of what people know, not a lot.
Oh, so you know just the basic stories.
If I had to take a guess, they're pretty powerful.
Yeah. They're up there with the noble families.
Oh, goody.
So I hadn't had a reason to tell anybody, but technically I'm one of them.
Only technically?
They cast me out because my mother decided that she didn't want a lowborn kid anymore.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. I know how that feels.
Yeah, that's why my dad drank himself to death. Because
Fair
apparently
enough.
she
And
couldn't handle not having money. So decided she had slumming it for too long.
do we know in character that girl that we found was
Yeah.
related to you? Okay,
Well,
so
not
yeah.
related, but they're part of. She was part of Clan Solari.
Well, they're powerful people. That
Yes, they
kid
are.
you are just that you were desperate to keep safe. Is that why they were deleted from everything?
Yeah, she's also been. I call it being burned out.
So we're heading into the spider's den, then. This could get
Yeah,
very interesting really quickly.
that's why if I'm telling you to run, you run.
Noted. Just know that I will come back with the others.
Hopefully by then I won't be here either.
Fair enough. Any idea how your friend ended up here?
No. They sent an emissary, let's say, to me a while back. Didn't give her a chance to say much. I basically told her that they need to stay the hell away from me or I'm going to come after them. Apparently they didn't listen.
Well, that's their funeral.
Or mine. I'm actually more worried of taking them on than FN.
And that's worrying.
I mean, it's the last time I saw them, I was 10 years old, so it may just be the memories of a child getting in the way. We'll find out.
Well, luckily you can play on emotions just as much as they can.
Yeah.
I am not sorry for that joke.
I probably didn't even, like, notice it as a joke. Like, it's interesting as you've probably never seen him more focused than you have now.
I don't think you've seen him properly focused.
Exactly.
Because, like, the only times he sees Cormac, it's usually when they're about to go hit shit.
Yeah, and usually there's, like, a tinge of excitement and, like, a weird smile on his face as he going. Now it's just, like,
Well,
like a stoic, hardened look.
while the Elmo with the fire in the background gif is playing in his head.
Kind of.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what I imagine is going through Cormac's head while we're planning while we're about to go out on the scene.
Yeah, that or this. Minus the sword.
You know, fair enough.
But, they're powerful in more than one way. A lot of the stories, from what I've heard, say that they have some connection to what they call, I don't know, some dark power. That part I think is complete bullshit.
I mean,
I think it's just
what are
stories they
what are
spread.
we potentially heading towards?
A lot of people with a lot of training and a lot of guns.
We as a group have been through worse.
Maybe.
I mean, we nearly got the shit kicked out of us by a shape-changing scout.
You know, oddly enough, I think if these guys wanted to, I don't think a single thing would be too much for them.
Okay, that's
I mean, they would lose guys in the process. Don't get me wrong, but I think the thing would still lose.
a single thing or
Yeah,
a
just one.
cadre of them. Like
Just
we're
one.
fair enough.
And maybe not the Emperor one. The Emperor one woke up and started rampaging around. They'd probably be like, "Eh, fuck it, run."
Yeah, fuck it, run. There's nothing worse that we can do to it that it won't do to us.
Kind of. I mean, they're also in tight with the upper echelon, so they'll probably just be like, "All right, cool, sacrifice the building."
Mm.
Basically, do what I did. Except they would have the pull to make sure it was just the one building.
I feel like Opus must have retaliated with the idea, knowing that FN is the cause of a lot of these problems, and only just to find out that, you know, they've done this under its nose.
I mean, I don't know how much evidence we have to throw at them before they start to believe us.
I mean, considering how many FN's buildings it literally took out a couple days ago, I'd say we're pretty much done.
I'm surprised it did take a couple of the other council members with it.
Would you be surprised?
No.
We don't know how many people were in that building in any of those buildings.
What I mean is I'm surprised a couple of their residences didn't just up and disappear too.
I mean, if they did, do you think it would be actually put on the news?
No, you know what? That's actually a good point. If they wanted to take out the council members singularly, She would have just had to T'Pol use her people to make them disappear.
Which we know she has the ability to do.
Yeah. Maybe we should look into that when we go back.
Definitely a do. I also have to meet a challenge from my own family, funnily enough.
What?
I want to get them out of there, trying to convince them to get out of here. And they said, prove that we could survive out there.
Oh. Well, I was going to be working on that in the next couple months. As soon as I find Raiden.
Raiden, if you're watching the VOD, we are not letting you live this down.
Once he gets back, I need... Actually, you could probably set this part up. I just need sensors to monitor oxygen levels, heat, moisture, ambient radiation. Basically, monitor it, store it, and then I can pick it.
I can definitely do that. I plan on walking out pretty far. I can set down sensors as I go.
No. I have maps. I have a couple of specific locations in mind.
Ah, fair enough. I'll just set up the drones around those areas.
Yeah, and then in a few months I'll go back and collect the data, bring it back, and you can sift through it. It's not the best because I would think we would need a couple of years' time to get true readings, but I don't have that much, so I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, we don't have the time to get a large enough sample size.
No, so I'll have to use what I can.
I do have it on good authority that it is definitely feasible for people to survive as far out as you guys went.
Well, yes, I've seen animals out there, and I don't think that they're that immune to radiation, considering they were avoiding the belt.
I consulted my little repertoire, and I do believe that it is entirely feasible.
Korak just puts a finger to his temple, pushes slightly. Yes, your magic brain. It's exactly why I came to you.
Yes, which is why we're here now.
Yeah. So when you tell me something is true, I generally believe you, because also you're really bad at lying.
You know what? That's fair enough. At some point, I should probably consult my magic brain, as you like to put it, and figure out where the other things are.
Come on, man. They're at FN's headquarters out on the surface.
That's also probably true.
I mean, maybe he has one or two hidden around the city and
I
holdings
don't.
that he keeps off the record.
That would be dangerous for him.
I mean, if the other two woke up, I doubt the others would still be asleep in satellite labs.
That's fair.
But anything's possible. Actually,
I mean,
weirdly enough, now that I'm thinking about it, is it possible? Because remember the little lizard guy, the invisible one?
Mm-hmm.
What if he was
the one
there?
The one that I crushed the head in for breaking my helmet.
Yeah. What if he wasn't working for FN? What if he was actually there doing sabotage? And that waking up wasn't an accident?
That's an interesting thought, considering.
Too bad you didn't find that information out then.
I mean, I have the magic brain. I literally have the magic 8-ball.
True, you could ask it in a query if you would like.
Chip, have you ever thought about tattooing your head?
A couple of times.
It's just like, what about if we make it entirely black with a little blue triangle in the center that just says maybe?
You want to make my head look like a toy for children.
And why not? You're basically my magic 8-ball.
And you know what? Instead of a crystal ball, I'm gonna go. My artifact will be a magic 8-ball.
All right. Okay, a magic 8-ball for our Civ.
Let's just make it a magic 8-ball that does irresistible query.
All right, now that I've broken the tension with some jokes, when we get through the store, it's probably going to get bad.
Yeah, I kind of figured. That does tend to be how it goes for us. We go into it, we find a place, we go into it, we tend to get shot.
Well, I'll probably get shot. If the shooting does start, don't have any sympathy for these guys.
I don't intend to.
But if there is
I know
talking,
what it's like. Hmm.
it puts his hand on your shoulder, points at you, looks
Shut
you
up.
right in the eye. Think before you speak, before you drive me mad.
Yeah, because I don't intend to get punched by you.
No, if you drive me
That
mad,
seems
that
like
means
a bit.
everybody's getting punched.
Oh, fair enough. And I preemptively activate Withering Hour.
Well, we're not doing this today, but
No, no, he's just committing because it's commit, and then
okay.
you can pull it out where he's just like, we're gonna turn this on just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, it's one of those. On the off chance, on the not so off chance things go pear shaped.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that is basically how things go for us. We
Yeah.
make a plan, we show up, all hell breaks loose.
Don't call me that. I'm trying to get away from the devils.
Okay, well, it is time, so we're going to start with you, Cormac, because we do have other things we have to do offline.
I mean, I do have a life, I guess, technically, in a way.
Yeah, but I mean, far as our conversation for the next year. Yeah. So, Cormac, how are you? What are your thoughts of today, and what are you doing next week? Besides the fact you're going to be taking down Talaria or try to.
My verbal crusade towards Willis was a lot more tame than I thought it was going to be.
I wish he would have played his own game.
But I honestly, I think it's better this way.
Yeah.
Because I think it would have just been like, all right, you touched me, now we fight.
Yeah.
That has just gone
I,
very
I
bad.
I feel like if he had actually been here, that's how it probably would have gone.
I mean, the warning punch would have been stone cast on Strand.
Oh, damn.
I mean, he'd get a save, but
Yeah.
Tone cast on the strip.
yeah, it's like skipping a stone across the water.
Oh, fair enough. I was about to say, because like that's an odd name for a power.
Dude,
Poetic, sure.
all of the strife have names like that, like cast on the proud, rising of rain, top of the pillar, tear down the sky, water red and white.
Yeah, but those ones I kind of understand.
All right. So, anything else?
Yeah, he's for the first time in a long time actually nervous about like what's going on. And we shall see how that progresses.
How that will progress. Yes, indeed.
But next week is pretty obvious. We kick in the door, we find out what happens, and there's probably going to be bloodshed.
Oh, there's definitely going to be bloodshed.
We figured.
Shiv, I'm sorry.
Why?
You're gonna bleed.
Because a lot of it's going to be yours.
Probably. They're shooting at an AC-1 and an AC-0, probably with straight damage bullets again.
I mean, there's a possibility you can actually get out of it, but chances are there will be bloodshed.
Yeah.
But we could just knock nicely.
And the other part of what I want to do next week is talk to Raiden, assuming he's here.
Okay, Raiden on the docket. Raiden's talk.
I've been putting it off for like a couple weeks because people would do stuff. They're like, no, this has to happen now. Can't put it off anymore.
All right, Riley.
I mean, I don't have anything direct. other than working on my company.
Okay, company time. All right. Definitely try to come up with something.
Okay, so I'm gonna remind you that you had a thing.
Oh, I did. Right.
Yeah.
That will happen soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, between working and doing stuff, that is so going to become a euphemism.
Yo, you're always doing stuff.
Definitely doing stuff.
You really shouldn't call her
Gotta
that,
have some.
but still.
Gotta have more than relations with your fiance.
Hey, look, yeah, I mean, you got to reconnect, stuff and things.
Cue the Careless Whispers and the Marvin Gaye.
Well, they definitely need to. Okay, so yeah, Karina will
I
have a
mean, when your
ball.
entire being is effectively digital, sometimes you need some physical.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Boo.
Oh, don't you boo me, you little weenie.
Oh, ouch.
I'm
Okay.
not the one that's
Ah,
getting jokes made about turning my head into a magic 8-ball.
Not
I
yet.
finally decided that. I finally decided my artifact will be a magic 8 ball that
It really
that answers
should.
irresistible queries instead of a crystal ball. The magic 8 ball makes more sense because it's funnier, and it's those. If you've ever had a magic 8 ball, those things are virtually indestructible.
Until they're not, and then you leak poisonous liquid everywhere, and you touch it and you go, "Ow, that burns. Why am I dying?"
It's just very fancily dyed water.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
I doubt it tastes good, but I've never managed to break a magic 8 ball either. I've tried.
Well, you didn't try very hard.
No, I just didn't
Kira,
lift the biggest rock in my yard.
plans for
Plan
next
for next
week, and
week.
how are you feeling?
Tired as hell.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine.
How do you feel? Tired as hell. What else is new?
I know, it's like I just got off work or something when I got on here.
mm-hmm.
Next week. I think next week is the week Kira's gonna go in the basement.
You mean the underground?
Oh yeah, the underground. She's gonna
Okay.
go down there. See if she can find the
you
giant
see a
insect.
you see a sign from Mitchell Graves saying "Do not disturb."
And I
That's what
mean
we're
it.
just.
Do not disturb, and I mean it.
Oh
Hey, what
no!
is it?
How did I walk through this door?
Ah, shit. That sign would upset me if I could read.
You know what? That's a good point.
Not disturbing him. Didn't you read the sign? There was a sign.
Nah, the dumbass wrote it in Dwarven. I don't know that language.
I. Oh, it is in
Can
Dwarven. Is
Kira actually read anything besides her book?
yes. I know multiple languages.
Yeah, fair enough. Then yeah, the joke that he probably wrote it in Dwarven still works.
But can't read Dwarven. So can't read it. Didn't read it.
One of these days, Shiv is just gonna do an irresistible query of how many species are on the planet.
A lot.
And
A
74.
yeah,
what?
you get the answer back of 816 million that are known.
Wait, known? 3. Those are the 3 that Cormac and Raiden have seen.
Panther looking
A wolfy thing,
thing.
and I think there was some like non-predator thing. It was like a bunny or a squirrel or something.
It's
There's
a
also all of the
fox.
bugs we saw.
Those were on the
All right. Well,
surface.
the other asshole way to answer that question is there are quintillions, most of which are extinct.
There is a number because I said so.
Yeah, we'll just pencil in Gary's number.
An exorbitantly large amount.
No, if we're gonna
How
be
many-
penciling anything of Gary's, it's gonna be his mod.
Yeah,
No, we're taking Gary
I-
City.
Gary's
I
mom.
can't really install that because I have entirely too many mods for Gary's mod, and the mods in my mod was like a mod wall mod. Just I need more hard drive space. I need to download more hard
At this
drive.
point, if I wanted to download Gary's mod onto my laptop, I would be waiting
would
for
cry.
several days.
Your
as I wait
laptop
for
would
all my
probably
mods to
melt.
Yeah, which is why
We'll
I'm waiting
talk
for my
about
Best
its
Buy
mod.
card so I can go
Okay.
and order my new laptop.
All right, let's continue on. Ignis.
I thought session went pretty well. The conversation with Willis went differently than I expected, but I don't think it went differently in a bad way. That was a pretty good scene overall. But aside from that, I don't know, it was chill. As for next week, um, really just kind of depends. If we're going to like an amount of downtime, I have some things I want to do with my cult. If not, um,
We're
I'll figure
heading
something
into
out.
downtime. That's what this is all about. You're now at the
Fair enough.
point. Thank you,
We're-
Tenable, for the awesome sub. Thank you so much. Yeah,
In
we
that case,
are.
I'll probably be putting Dominion into my cult to give them one or two more features.
Yeah, we are heading into downtime, unless Cormac screws it up.
It's not my fault.
It depends on how long the Solari thing takes. If it ends up
Yeah,
taking the full session, that's just how it goes. If not,
yeah.
we'll
my
figure
fault.
it out.
The wall moved.
The whole moved.
If we end up spending another day in like not narrative time, if we end up in like only progressing like 1 or 2 days, I'll figure out something to do. I'll
Okay.
get back to you on it. While Cormac and Shiv are doing the Solari thing.
All right, cool. Yeah, next week we will definitely start with the Solari thing. For sure. And hopefully you guys can find Tashora. Let's see here. Where are we gonna go?
Clearly, it has to be over the rainbow.
Yes.
Toto, I have
Oh,
a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
oh dear God.
But we ain't in us either, Dorothy.
Somebody mute him.
You're right.
Oh, come on.
We're not in
User has
Kansas
been
anymore.
kicked from your channel.
I think
This-
only you have the power to do so. Oh no, I can.
This is the greatest time
no.
of scum and villainy. I'll come to
Oh no, I
Most High's
can.
Blade.
Oh wait. Oops. My bad. It was
All
lagging a
right.
bit.
We have
We're
Liza
back to real estate,
P,
Shiv.
Hollow Knight. It Takes Two. Those are the ones that we have a choice of. Any that
How
you're
nice to
interested
bang
or
your name.
Pug. It's all right. What did you say?
How nice a banger game. Probably one of my favorite games of all time.
You want to go see Hollow Knight?
Sure.
We haven't seen him in a while. Right. And then for the rest of you who are in NRT, I do want to speak with you. So that is after the stream. So please come on in. We will meet you there in NRT. And we will
NRT is
discuss.
the message table, right?
Yeah, it's the one down below, I think.
Is that
Yeah.
the same conversation you would pull us aside for, or different conversation?
For which?
You said you wanted to speak to Godbound players after game as well.
Yeah, you're going to be considered too, because it's the one right next
Okay.
down below. Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to make sure it's part of
Huts.
the same conversation.
Yeah, the whole conversation for the year. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
I didn't do it.
For once, yes.
you can't prove anything. You sure about that? All right, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. And Rain, if you are here, you too must join us.
This is your vote.
Sort of. Sort of his fault. Sort of.
I did nothing.
You got a
You know
doctor's note.
nothing.
Oh my gosh. And now we have
You know
doctor's
nothing,
notes.
nothing. Yes.
Vegeta's innocent of these crimes.
Okay. How do we spell his name? Thought I knew. Okay. There he is. All right, let's go. Have a wonderful day and good.
Oh man. Ask
that
one
was
8-ball question and get 2 answers.
Wait, what?
that's the equivalent of you peeking like almost before you said the word.
Did I really peek this
Yeah.
time? Aw. Aw.
Somebody must have tampered with your settings.
Uh-oh. Well, I did have to tamper with my settings, so maybe I do need to fix that. That needs fixed. Still rolls a 2. Coin flip. You get 2 answers.